Hey besties, welcome back to Gracie May's Tarot. So we have the December love prediction. I'm so excited. If you would rather choose your group based upon an image, there is going to be a timestamp for that group selection. So if you prefer selecting your group based upon like a symbol or a picture, go ahead to the description box because you'll find a separate option for your group selection. For everybody else though, we have 3 groups to choose from today. So for pile 1, we have the Pastel Journey Tarot, and it's actually going to be with this cute cat here. So this is going to be pile 1. Pile 2, we have the Weird Cat Tarot with this cute little, look at his little face. This one's so adorable. And then pile 3, this is actually my Sailor Moon deck. I'll have the exact name and the Etsy store that it's from in the description box. This cat here looks like it has a little heart on its belly, super cute. So take a moment, pause the video if you need to, and meditate on the groups. So we're gonna do this the same way we did the November prediction. For those of you who are new to the channel, basically you're gonna select your group, and then when you go to the description box, there's gonna be like 4 subgroups, and so you can choose based upon your current love situation. If you feel like you're between 2 groups, or you're just feeling called for whatever reason to watch more than one, feel free to do so. I feel like that pretty much covers everything. I'm trying to think if there were any other. Oh, I remember. This is a really exciting milestone for the channel. We are now eligible. When I say we, I mean me and Gracie, because I think of this as her channel too. That's my cat, again, for those of you who are new here. But we're eligible now for the SuperThanks, which is super cool. Just to be like, I don't know, again, like reaching all of these little milestones is very exciting. I think now I'm looking at making 5,000 subscribers. I feel like that will be the next milestone we'll hit. So anyway, a huge thank you to you all, because none of this would be possible without your support, so I do greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hey pile 1, so if you are single, this is your December love prediction for 2022. So we have red flags. Don't overlook the warning signs regarding the situation. Someone may act in a very negative and destructive way. Is it really healthy for you? We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, we have the Two of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and then we also have quality time. Spending more time together and doing things you enjoy is important now. If you are single, this card tells you to spend more time with friends. This card highlights parties and a good time. Now your bottom of the deck was actually the 5 of Cups. So this is what you're leaving behind in the month of December. I mean, you can see this energy here, right? Grief, loss, disappointment, something that didn't work out. And I really like how this lines up with your red flags card, because it tells me, when I think of the 5 of Cups in a love reading, I always think of breaking our own heart. Like we saw so much potential in someone, but, really we were repressing our intuition, not seeing the red flags that were right there. Our mind wanted to see what it wanted to see, and I always think too, like we blame our heart, right? Like, oh, I shouldn't have gotten caught up in my feelings, but really it's our mind that deceives us. Our heart, our gut, our intuition, they know what's up. You know, it's our mind actually that overrides those red flags that we're seeing. That's why the Three of Swords is a sword card and not a cups card. You know, our heart knew all along, but we blame our heart. We blame our intuition being off, but no, it was our mind that lied to us. Like, we saw what we wanted to see because our mind, you know, is really great at tricking us. It's very powerful. And so, you know, the Three of Swords is a lesson that the mind actually has to learn. So with the Five of Cups here, thankfully you're leaving this behind. You know, you've learned now to not ignore the red flags, to take your time in getting to know someone. There's a real energy here of like, I don't want to repeat the past. You know, like, I'm tired with the Nine of Wands. I'm exhausted. I don't want to be fooled again. And this Two of Swords is actually coming out in a very positive way here, because this tells me that you're just connected to your intuition. You're just going off of a gut feeling here. You know, if something feels off with a new person that you're dating, you don't try to make excuses. You don't, like, you know, sometimes we can ignore red flags in the name of empathy, like, oh, well, you know, maybe they were caught up at work and that's why, you know, they took 7 days to text me back. You know, like, we just make up these like ridiculous, because it takes like 2 seconds to text someone back. So we make up these like ridiculous stories and like narratives to excuse away bad behavior. You're not doing that anymore. You're saying things for what it is. And so I think in terms of your dating life, in the month of December, it's very positive. You're taking your time. Ace of Pentacles is a slower moving energy. So you're taking your time getting to know someone. You're attracting a stable, committed partnership if that's what you're interested in. You know, if someone is playing games, you're like cutting it off right away. You know, you're not hesitating to walk away from, you know, people that give you a bad feeling. You know, you're not giving people the benefit of the doubt to the point to where it's a detriment to your mental and emotional well-being. So I feel like you're calling out BS like a lot faster. I feel like your intuition is on point in the month of December. I feel like you are just looking for someone loyal, grounded, stable, honest, you know, someone who has good morals essentially and shares the same values as you. So yeah, it feels like you have a very clear vision of like what you're wanting in a partner, and if someone's not meeting that standard, you're just cutting it off, walking away very quickly. So let's find out some more information now. Let's get deeper into your love life in the month of December. But yeah, I see you going on dates. I see you, again, like, you're not asking your friends, like, well, what do you think? What do you think I should do? Like, no, you just know, like, or your family even, you just know right off the bat, like, this person's gonna work for me, this person isn't. You know, like, you just are really trusting your own intuition, your own gut. Yeah, you're seeing past the illusions. Yeah, 100%. Like, you're not breaking your own heart anymore. You're not lying to yourself. You're not seeing potential. I'm hearing the Ariana Grande song in my head where she said, you know, like, I did it to myself. You know, I saw your potential without checking your credentials. No, like, you're not falling in love with potential. You're only falling in love with the reality of what is. Ace of Pentacles is very grounded energy. And so this tells me, again, that this is the type of partner that you're attracting. Yeah, like, you're not settling for less. You're staying positive. I think you have a very healthy approach to dating in the month of December. Yeah, like, you can spot a snake from a mile away. Like, you're just not falling for it anymore. Like, you're wiser now. 100% you're wiser. Like, I don't feel like in any way, shape, or form you are attracting a karmic connection in the month of December. Like, it's like, you know, soulmate energy, healthy, grounded partnerships. Like, you know what you want. Some of you are definitely looking for your forever person. Yep, you've had a glow up. You've had a glow up for sure. Like, you have just, and it feels like a mental, emotional glow up. Like, you just are so connected to what you deserve. Like, you've had an entire perspective shift here. You know, you care more about your mental and emotional well-being than, yeah, like just being with someone. So we have autumn, September, October, November. I feel like this was your glow up season. Like, this is when you learned so much about like what you deserve and the type of partner that you're wanting to attract. Yeah, I feel like this is speaking to the glow up that you've had, and Spirit just confirming that for us. Yeah, and I feel like you're really happy with where you're at. I do feel like some people may try to pull you back into that old way of thinking of like, oh, you're being too picky, or you're being too selective, or, you know, I don't know, like trying to like pull you back down a little bit. And I feel like the message from Spirit here is like, no, like you are 100% on the right track. Like, don't let people, you know, try to make you think that you should settle for less, you know? And I feel like some people may, especially people who are still in that, yeah, some people are going to be triggered. Some people are going to be triggered by this, by you being so confident, so happy with yourself and where you're at. You know, some people may be a little bit triggered by that, but you are attracting your soulmate 100%. Like, that's what I said, like no more karmic connections. We're going to cover up that sneaky snake card because you have learned the lesson. Like, you have ended the toxic cycles and you've learned from your past and you're moving on. Like, this is 100% moving in the right direction. Like, your next person that you end up in a committed relationship with would absolutely be a soulmate connection because you're not settling for less. And you're staying positive and you're taking a very grounded, practical approach, you know, getting to know people, building that solid foundation first. Yeah, don't let anyone make you feel guilty for being confident and for loving yourself or taking time out for yourself. Pile 1, your love life in December 2022. Yes, like you are attracting a committed partnership. And with the 5 here, this is going to be a big change from what you're used to. I'm not saying that you're going to be in a full-blown, you know, committed partnership in the month of December, but I definitely feel like the chances of you meeting someone who is a soulmate level connection, who you could have a long-term committed partnership with, or even your future spouse, could absolutely happen in the month of December because of this energy that you are entering the month with. You know, like it's like, okay, you've raised your standards, Spirit sees that, and Spirit's gonna bring you someone who is at that level. You know, because you're expecting more from people, you are attracting more from people. Yeah, like your self-respect is making you more romantically attractive, 100%. Yep. Again, like, it's like you're meeting red flags with caution tape. You know, like you're like, stay back. I don't want any parts of this. No, thank you. Like, yeah, like you're just expecting more. And with this spark card as your bottom of the deck, you know, you're attracting someone that, yeah, is all of those grounded things that you're wanting, right? You know, someone who's reliable, someone who's loyal, someone who's honest, but you're also attracting someone where you have that psychic connection, you have that emotional compatibility, you have that chemistry, that passion, that heat, that spiciness, you know? Like, you don't have to settle for half of something. Like, you can have the whole cake. Spirit is telling me, like, you don't have to settle for, you know, finding someone that you feel safe with doesn't mean that you're going to be bored. You know, like, you can still have that passion. Pile 1, singles, December 2022, their love life. What do we need to know, please, Spirit? Yeah, and this is well-deserved. Pile 1, I feel like you've been put through the ringer here. Yep, like you're letting go of your ex, you know? And for some of you, this is like when you come into December, you may be watching this reading feeling like you're between two groups. You know, you may have just ended a partnership at the end of November or early in December. You may be leaving, because we had the 8 of Cups, you may be leaving a partnership and then, you know, attracting your soulmate. So letting one person go to welcome in the energy of something that's actually going to be healthy for you. Yeah, the past is bones has been a phrase that's been repeating in my mind a lot lately, and it's been coming up. I think it's a collective energy, which makes sense. You know, we're ending the year, and so we're going to be welcoming in new energy in January. So finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. We did have the Ace of Pentacles in the very beginning, and now we're getting finances and career. So if finances were keeping you in a connection where you felt trapped, you know, you didn't feel like you could walk away, you know, if you were needing financial freedom, I see that coming to you in the month of December as well. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So yeah, you're definitely, I'm sorry, my cat is on her cat scratcher, so if you hear a weird noise in the background, that's Gracie sharpening her claws. Yeah, so with romantic feelings here and spark, like you're definitely meeting some people in the month of December. I do feel like for many of you, you're gonna have some choices to make, but I feel like you can trust your own discernment and your own judgment that you will be picking someone who is a soulmate level connection and not, again, a karmic connection. And for some of you, could be meeting your future spouse in the month of December. Especially if you've been trying to manifest that. I feel like a lot of manifestations are gonna come true towards the end of the year. So like December or even like early January 2023. I feel that very strongly because I feel like a lot of us have had our patience tested in 2022. And it's like, I feel like the reward is gonna come at the end of the year for many of you. I just have the strong feeling that like winter season is going to be significant for a lot of us. Okay, pile 1, singles, December 2022, love prediction. This card's wanting to come out. Oh yeah, the divine masculine. Yeah, some of you, like if you're watching this and you're the divine feminine, you know, that's an energy that you resonate a lot with. This is attracting your divine counterpart 100%. If you feel like you're the divine masculine, I feel like this is spirit saying like you're in a healthy place, like you're in a good energy. Yeah, spiritual maturity, like you've done a lot of inner work, and that is what is prompting that glow up of your mind, your perspective, your standards are raising. And didn't I just say, like, if you've been trying to manifest something in your love life, that could definitely be coming true in the month of December? Look at that. Look at that, pile 1. Okay. I feel like we're just moving right along. So yeah, a healthy connection here. You could also be attracting someone who is also spiritual and into occult related things, but that's a more specific message. It's definitely not going to apply to everyone. Yeah, definitely attracting someone, if you're resonating with attracting a partner like this, someone who's confident, wise, loyal. Okay, what's your love advice? I'm feeling called to shuffle it one more time. Pile 1, love advice for December 2022. And with this deck, always ignore the gender. Pile 1. Yeah, wise up. 100%. Like, you have gotten so much smarter. Like, you have just, and it's not like, I'm not saying you were being dumb before, but again, it was that mind playing tricks on you, your mind repressing your intuition. Like, you've just, and you may have been like a very like sweet, naive person, you know, and then you got your heart broken, ripped apart, shredded, and you know, there may be a part of you that's like, you know, I still want to believe in true love. I still want to believe in soulmates. You're not wrong for that. Not at all. It was just that you were giving your love to the wrong people. You were giving your energy and your effort to like lower quality. You know, it's not the people. It's nothing wrong. How does that saying go? There's nothing wrong with the quality of love that you give. It's the quality of the person that you're giving it to. Yes. So it says, begin to understand the truth of the situation, even if it's difficult and painful. Spend some time alone to help bring clarity and make peace. I feel like that's what you were doing in the autumn season. And I know not all of you have the same like seasons as I do, so that would just be talking about the months of, you know, September, October, November. You were going through this transition. Yeah, I should clarify that. So if you are like, well, winter isn't winter for me, like the months that you're talking about, so then it would be December, January, February, just to clarify. Okay. And then, yeah, it says, have a drink. Something is lurking and it doesn't look good. Remember, there are blessings in life that are disguised in difficulties. Let it make you better. Yeah, I feel like you were being prepared for this. Like if you feel like you've just had a rough time in love, it was just pushing you out of connections that, you know, were not of your highest good. Like Spirit was like, you can do better than this. Like, why are you settling for these breadcrumbs? And I feel like, yeah, you've had this glow up. It says, embrace your beauty. Give yourself some extra love and attention. Treat yourself to a facial, rose bath, or anything that helps you feel and see your own beauty. So yeah, in the month of December, still take your time out for your self-care, 100%. I feel like that's going to help you feel so great. Yeah, stay grounded. Take a step back and be fully conscious in the present moment to align your soul and your true self to help you control your emotions. Yeah, so stay grounded, keep up your self-care. Like Spirit is saying, like, yes, you've had this glow up, but, you know, just because you're dating again and you're seeing someone doesn't mean you can let these things fall by the wayside. Like, still keep up your self-care routine. Oh, yeah. All eyes are going to be on you. You're about to be in the spotlight. Yes, I definitely feel like for some of you, you're having advances in your career at this time. And I also feel like you're going to be attracting a lot of options in love because you're just showing up in your life in a much more confident, you know, I respect myself kind of way. And then, yeah, you're definitely holding strong boundaries and Spirit wants you to keep that up. You know, remember your self-respect, remember your boundaries, remember to hold firm in them, you know, don't make all of these concessions for people who don't return that same energy to you. And then finally, get outside. Spending more time in nature will help you take the pressure off of love and remind you that life is beautiful even on gloomy days. Yeah, like if you start to get maybe a little bit, and I know in the month of December it's hard to get outside, so, you know, as best as you can, connect with nature, even if it's just having some plants in your room. But if you do get down about your love life in December, like if you don't meet this person until the very end of the month or something like that, yeah, don't sweat it. Just keep connecting with yourself and, you know, remind yourself that good things are worth waiting for, essentially. But I definitely feel like a manifestation could be coming true in the month of December. Soulmate level connections, future spouse meetings could definitely happen for this group in the month of December. And I definitely feel like whatever was toxic in your life, like you're walking away from it and you're not inviting that energy back into your life. So karmic toxic connections are on their way out and they are staying out in the month of December, which is awesome. A lot more connected to your intuition, just wiser in love, and you can definitely trust yourself in love in the month of December. Okay, so pile 1, this was your reading. I'm not going to do a whole long outro like I normally do because I have now 11 more readings to film. So I'm just going to leave you all here and say that I'm wishing you the very best in love. And yeah, give me a thumbs up for doing 12 mini readings here because it is a lot, but you guys are worth it. And yes, a huge thank you for all of your support, and I will see you all in my next one. Hi pile one, so if you are dating or in a complicated situationship coming into the month of December, this is your love prediction for the month of December. So we have healing. You are in a phase of healing your heart. This can be from a current event or any old emotional pattern that needs to be released. This is a time for self-care. We also have the Princess of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Magician, as well as message. You are soon going to receive a message from someone special. This card also says that clear communication is needed, so check your folders. And then we also have your bottom of the deck as the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like for many of you, I'm getting two different messages here. Okay, so you can claim both, or if one track is resonating more, then just leave the other message. But for some of you, you've been wanting to manifest communication from someone that you haven't heard from in a while. And for some of you, it's for the sake of healing, like you're wanting to get closure. For others of you, this is someone that you kind of have a what if kind of feeling, like what if we dated, something like a misconnection with someone, someone that has been on your mind a lot lately, that kind of energy, like you're reminiscing, you're feeling nostalgic about somebody. So I definitely see a positive outcome, like you are going to be able to manifest that communication, you are going to get that closure, or if it's someone you're feeling nostalgic about, this Ten of Cups could definitely be signifying that it could turn into a happy partnership or connection. And then for others of you, I'm seeing that kind of this energy of you've been hard at work, in the trenches of dating, trying to find what you're looking for. And it's like finding a diamond, in a sea full of coal, like a needle in a haystack, like Ten of Cups. It feels like you finally have manifested meeting someone that is exactly what you've been looking for. And I think it's going to come at a very unexpected time, and it's going to seem to appear from nowhere. Like, when you get a message, it's just instantaneous, right? Like, phone is black, no message, and then bam, you get a notification. I feel like this person is showing up in your life in that way, where from something now you have the relationship of your dreams, like what you've been trying to manifest. So, again, like if both messages are resonating, because they definitely could, feel free to claim both, but that's what I'm seeing so far. So this definitely could be a mixed group, right? But yeah, seems very positive. I mean, to start off a love reading with the Ten of Cups next to the Magician, and the Princess of Pentacles is also very positive. So yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a great month, pile one. So let's get some more messages for you all, because I'm kind of curious now. Let's use the Affairs of the Heart Oracle. So I'm going to split the deck because the cards are just too thick. And let's get some messages. Pile one, dating or in a situationship. What do they need to know? Pile one. Pile one. I'm also hearing that the message may come in an unexpected way. Like you're expecting maybe a text message and you get an email. Or maybe you're expecting a call, but then you get a message on Instagram. I don't know. It seems like it's not, the message isn't coming through in the way that you expected it to, if you were resonating with that, like wanting someone to reach out to you. Yeah. I don't know, that may just be a very specific message for somebody, but I feel like Spirit is just saying, like, make sure you check everything, like look everywhere, because it may not come, on the platform that you expected. This could be like also maybe a while ago you reached out to someone on like Instagram, and then you're expecting them to respond on Instagram, and then they never do, but then they end up sending you, like I said, an email, and you're like, who emails? You know what I mean? Like it's something different than what you were originally expecting. Okay, we have balance here. I do feel like you feel very good about your love life, and you feel like your love life is it's just like your life feels like it's in harmony in the month of December. Like if you've been really stressed about your love life, worried about your love life, you feel like it's kind of been this looming presence or this, anxious thought that's kind of been just in a constant hum in the background of your mind that is ending. Like your love life is not overshadowing other aspects of your life anymore because you feel happier and more content in your love life, which is great. Okay, yeah, someone's watching you. Someone is watching you, okay? Yeah, like for sure. Like if you, this is definitely someone else. Someone else is checking up on your social media, or if you have some kind of online presence, they are watching you. Probably because they're at a distance from you. That's why they're having to watch you kind of from afar. This could also signify meeting someone while traveling or while they are traveling. If you are resonating with that like new love connection coming in and like manifesting your person, then like if you're long distance, then yeah, like you would be checking out their social media and stuff, 100%. Nostalgia. I said you could be reminiscing about somebody. We said that message in the very beginning. Yes, some of you are reminiscing about someone and like you're wanting closure, or you're thinking of it as like, oh, this is like a misconnection, something that I never explored. I wish that I had, yeah. This could have been someone who had a crush on you and you weren't giving them the time of day before. Yeah, if you're feeling confused about all of this, definitely meditate because your guides have been trying to give you, I think, little clues about this. This could definitely be someone that you were friends with in the past or someone that you shared like mutual friends with. This could also indicate that when this new person does come in for you all, if you are resonating with that message, you would start off as friends, which is great. Like you want that stable foundation, 100%. So definitely see this as being, like a long-term partnership. This isn't like you're attracting a flash in the pan, quick fling. Like, I'm sorry if that's what you were wanting, but I don't feel like you're attracting that. I feel like most of you are aware, though, that you're wanting to attract, or that you are attracting a committed partnership or someone that you're going to have like a slow burn connection with, starting off as friends and then becoming romantic partners because you have the Magician. So, you can manifest unintentionally, but I feel like for most of you, given that we have the Eight of Pentacles here, like this is something you've been intentionally trying to manifest. Some of you, again, may be trying to manifest someone from your past. This sneaky card is not coming through with a bad energy in this reading. You always have to take cards, in the greater context. That's why I like to get multiple cards. I like to start off with all of your tarot before we start getting into it. Most of the time. But to me, it's like, again, someone is creeping on your social media, like someone's watching you online. Again, not in like a bad, like stalker kind of way, but just like trying to see how you're doing in life. Like they're curious, They're like, again, it's that kind of feels mutual. Like, what if we had explored that? What if I had responded to their message? What if? I keep hearing like these what ifs. Yeah. I feel like the self-love message is just, a separate message for you all. Just encouraging you to, keep everything in balance, still focus on yourself in the month of December. Don't get so caught up in this new love connection, that you start to neglect your self-care, because that's always a possibility, like to let other areas of your life kind of fall by the wayside when new love comes in because you're so excited about it. But again, if it's friends to lovers, it doesn't feel like it's going to be so all-encompassing that, it overshadows every other aspect of your life. It feels a lot gentler, a lot softer than that. And this person could also help you with your self-love, They could help you see, how great you are. I'm hearing like, Ariana Grande's Point of View song, POV. Definitely go listen to that song. We don't have to be 100% like accepting and in love with ourselves to attract, you know, the right partner to us. You know, like self-love is a lifelong journey, healing is a lifelong journey, and there's only so much that we can learn on our own. So don't feel like this is me saying you don't know how to love yourself, because that's not it. Okay, pile 1, your love life in December 2022. Oh, you're having more fun. I feel like this is so needed. I feel like this is so needed for you all. Yeah, chemistry, sparks are flying. You're definitely meeting someone or reconnecting with someone in December. Yeah, psychic connection. That makes a lot of sense actually, because it could be, and now there's a plane flying overhead, so someone could really be traveling in December. But you know how you just randomly think of someone you haven't thought of in years, and then you're like, let me see how they're doing, and then you peek at their Instagram or their Facebook or whatever, or maybe you even send them a text message and you're like, hey, how's it going? Like, how you been? Long time no see kind of thing. That's what it feels like. It feels like their guides and your guides have been like pushing you. And this could also be talking about like shared past lives now that we get this soulmate connection. So if you weren't resonating with that message of it being someone from your past, it could be just talking about shared past lives now that we have this soul connection card. But it feels like both of your guides have been giving you like these intuitive nudges. You've been seeing signs about this, like trying to push you. And so it's like they're being called to look at your social media. They're being called to see how you're doing. And, you know, same thing on your side. So that's why it feels like there's this energy of, you know, contemplating reaching out but haven't done it yet, or a message that went unread, a message that no one replied to. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up. And everyone's specific situation is going to be a little bit different. It is a general reading, and I'm throwing a lot of stuff out there because there's a lot of ways this could be interpreted, because it does feel a little bit complicated. But you guys are also, no offense, but like when you're dating or in a complicated situationship, it's a little bit messier, right? Like the boundaries aren't as clear as if I was doing a singles reading for you, or if I was doing a committed partnership reading for you, right? Like the boundaries are going to be a little bit blurred in this group, and you know, that's okay. Like, you know, sometimes we're in a gray area in our romantic life, and that's just how it is. So just be selective, okay, about just use your intuition with this reading. And if something I'm saying isn't sitting right with you, don't claim it. You know, like that message is for somebody else, and you take the part of the reading that resonates for you, because there are a lot of moving pieces and a lot of energies present in this reading. So I just want to make that clear to everyone. Okay, let's see. Pile 1, dating or any complicated situationship. What do we need to know? Pile 1, December love prediction, December 2022. Oh, my hand slipped. Okay, there we go. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So some of you, sorry, Gracie is sharpening her claws in the background if you hear a weird noise. Some of you are definitely attracting a soulmate connection, because now we have this confirmed twice. This also makes sense. Like if it was someone from your past, sometimes we're not awakened to the fact that someone is our soulmate when we first meet them, especially if we're young, because we're meant to go our separate ways. We're meant to grow and mature and then come back together. And so that could be like, if it's someone from your past, you know, you may need to keep an open mind and see how they've grown, see how they've changed. And you, again, you're a different person, they're a different person. This could also just be talking about, you know, this person isn't your usual type. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Okay, we don't need to go any further. We don't need to go any further. Like, that is good enough. What more can you ask for in December other than true love? Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for you 100%. I feel like it's been a long, complicated journey. Like, I just feel like your love life has been, something about it has been very unusual, especially like, you know, the manifestation process hasn't been easy. I feel like it's just been a long time coming, pile one. Like, that's how I feel, a long time coming. Like, you've waited a while for this. Silver Waterfall. This is like one of the best cards in this deck. This also makes me think of the Ten of Cups and then like the Ace of Cups, right? Like just pouring down, like feeling like this is a... Sorry, Gracie wants out. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Okay. She was going to create chaos until I let her out of the room. This feels like this is a connection that pours into you. You know what I mean? Like, this is a connection that is very giving and isn't draining to you. This connection multiplies like the love that you have for it amplifies the love that you have for yourself and your appreciation of yourself. And the same can be said for your partner. You know, like, this connection nurtures both of you. It doesn't drain you. So it's a healthy partnership here. And there's a great potential here for abundance. You know, like building something together. Soulmates usually have some sort of higher purpose together. Yeah, like the gardener, like you're growing your own garden, you know, like starting a family, having a home together, creating a life together, traveling together, having adventures together, learning together, like, you know, just experiencing life as, you know, partners, I think is going to be very fulfilling for you, and a new experience, I think, too. All right, so pile one, we're going to end your reading with some advice cards. As always with this deck, ignore the gender. I wish they were gender neutral. That's like my only complaint with this deck. I mean, I know most of you watching are female, but still, like, you know. So pile one, advice for dating, situationship, group, pile one, December. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a recurring theme, like hold your boundaries, always hold your boundaries. And I think also just that line of like holding boundaries but not having up walls. You know, still being emotionally vulnerable and open to true love, but that doesn't mean sacrificing your boundaries. You know, it's all about balance. Advice for pile one, December 2022. Oh my gosh, I literally just said this. Be vulnerable. So it's about the balance. Allow them to see your true feelings. Being vulnerable is the only way to allow your heart to experience true pleasure. Dare to love openly. Like, literally just said that. That's very cool. All right. And then we have speak up. Someone is not expressing their true feelings. Problems would get solved and your love life would get easier if both of you were open and honest. Yeah, I feel like that's the message card coming up again. Like, someone has like a message they haven't responded to. Or, you know, if you were the one to reach out and they never responded and now they answer you back, don't make them wait. You know, out of a feeling of like, well, they had me waiting and now I gotta punish them. Like, just respond. You know, like, you know, just respond. Just figure out, like, maybe there was something else going on in their life. You know, maybe they regret not responding. Like, just hear them out. And I think when the time comes and, you know, if you were resonating with like a new person coming in, or, you know, a mislove connection coming back into your life, that kind of energy, yeah, just don't be afraid to express your feelings. You know, like how you're feeling, it is safe for you to love. It is safe for you to be open to expressing how you feel, because you got the true love card, you got the psychic connection soulmate card, the soul connection card. Yeah, like I feel like you can feel safe to love in the month of December. Okay, so pile one, this was your reading. I'm not going to do my usual outro because I have 10 more readings to film, so yeah, that is all I'm gonna say. I hope you all have the best December of your life and everything works out, best case scenario for you, and I will see you all in my next one. Take care, pile one. Hi pile one, so for those of you who are unhappy in your current partnership, what is happening in your love life in the month of December? So we have acceptance and optimism. Staying optimistic and accepting your current situation helps you to attract more joy and happiness into your life in general. The right person will come to you when you are ready. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the King of Wands. So this is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, as well as Divine Masculine energy. We have the Nine of Cups. We have Soulmate. Yes, this person is your soulmate. There is a strong spiritual bond between you and this person. This card also pertains to new friendships with kindred souls and attracting the right people. And then your bottom of the deck was actually spirit guides. Your spirit guides are watching over your current love situation. Pay attention to repeating signs. This card also means that you are protected and it is safe for you to love. You could be seeing white feathers, which I like that, like angel wings. Very cute. I'm also seeing 1111 could be a sign for you. And your bottom of the deck was the Five of Cups. This was actually the bottom of the deck in the pile one singles reading. So if you were really thinking about ending your partnership, there could be some messages in the singles reading for you as well. So this is leaving this behind. You know, the grief, loss, disappointment, what didn't work out, leaving that behind. Okay, so for some of you, I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but this message is a very, very clear narrative. Like, this is very cut and dry. There is no ambiguous message here. And if you aren't wanting to hear this, then I apologize. Maybe choose a different group, but it's just clear as day, okay? Knight of Cups. You are catching someone's eye in the month of December. Like, the way that she's looking over her shoulder here, this could also be someone catching your eye. This could be a mutual attraction for sure, but I definitely have this energy of like you catching someone's eye. Okay, you spotting someone, them spotting you. Communication, Ace of Swords, like someone reaching out to you, meeting eyes with someone across a crowded room, like a message coming from someone out of the blue. There's just an energy here of just when you're least expecting it, Ace of Swords, bam, like wish fulfillment here. I don't think this isn't your current partner, okay? That's why I said, like, if you were resonating with like leaving this partnership, maybe look at the singles reading too, because this does not at all feel like your current partner to me. This feels like someone new, or at least someone that you've never been in a romantic partnership with before. And it's a soulmate connection. You know, like if you've been wishing for your soulmate and you're really unhappy in your current partnership, that wish is being granted. Like you're being brought your soulmate. And so you're going to be faced with this decision of, you know, do I stay in this current partnership or do I go for it with this soulmate? Because they're offering you this red rose with the King of Wands, right? Like this is someone who's quite impulsive, you know, this is someone who is very blunt and direct, someone who's very flirtatious, very charming. The King of Wands is a lot of fun. He's one of my favorite kings, and that's probably because I myself am a Leo, but this is someone who goes after like what they want, and you have caught their eye. you know? And it's like, this is kind of giving me the message of like, once you accept what it is, your situation transforms. It's like your love life is magically transforming because the right person, the soulmate connection that you have been wishing for, has manifested. They're coming into your life like the Ace of Swords, bam, out of nowhere. And yeah, I mean, you're just going to be faced with that decision. Like, do you stay in your current partnership here? And then we have the Death card. So yeah, like this could be a breakup because you can't deny anymore that your current partner isn't the one for you. 5 of Cups. You know, you have to accept what is. And then when you do, I feel like for many of you it's a little messy because I feel like it's meeting this person, hearing from this person, talking to this person, this King of Wands, this soulmate connection is making you realize that these cups are spilled. They're never going to be upright again. Like what you were wanting, even if these cups were upright, it's still the 5 of Cups. It's not the 10 of Cups. You know, like you deserve more than this. And Spirit wants you to see that. Yeah, like that's why I said some of you may not want to hear about a breakup, but that's what I'm seeing. And it's, I think, prompted by meeting the right person. And like you can't deny your feelings for this person. It's a soulmate level connection. I mean, that's pretty intense. 9 of Cups, a wish coming true. Yeah, I mean, wow. Okay. And it's very divinely guided. With the Spirit Guides card, it's very divinely guided. Okay, let's get some more messages about this. I hope I haven't upset some of you, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's a very clear message here. Pile 1, unhappy in your current partnership, December love prediction, pile 1. Yeah, unexpected. I've said that so many times with the Ace of Swords. It's going to be out of the blue. Surprise. It literally says out of the blue here. Surprise, shock, unexpected. This is going to be like a serendipitous kind of moment. Like a meet cute in a rom-com. Or again, just someone messaging you out of the blue. When you're least expecting it. You know, you wake up and then bam, you have a message from this person. So the months of June, July, August could be significant. This could be like you meet them in December and you guys don't enter into a romantic partnership until the summer months, June, July, August. That would make sense. Like if you're unhappy in your current partnership and you meet someone new, you may not want to jump into automatically another romantic connection. Even if it is a soulmate connection, you may want to start off as friends first. Yeah. This may have some other significance. We'll see as we continue the reading. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Life partner, love of a lifetime, stable. Yes, like this is your future spouse. This is your soulmate, wish come true person. Oh, I'm so happy for you. We also have dreams as your bottom of the deck. Divine guidance, believe, pay attention. Some of you could have had dreams about this person, or you will have dreams like right before you meet them. Because again, that divine guidance, like signs, synchronicities, all very important. And again, it's like a dream come true, a wish come true. Okay, I split this deck because the cards are so thick. Let's get some more messages. Unhappy in your current partnership, love life. Oh my, shut up. Shut up. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just so happy for you. This is like, I know it's messy. I know it's messy. I know it's messy. But when you see someone so unhappy and miserable, and then you get a reading like this for, you know, the unhappy in your current partnership is kind of like, you know, out of all the groups, it's the hardest to deal with, right? And to get a love reading like this, like, I just want to cry for you. Like, it just makes me so happy for you, pile 1, because you deserve this. Like, you deserve this. You deserve to feel better than this energy. Okay, I'm happy because you got true love, divine union. This could be the one. Yeah. Like, and then you also got twin flame, mirroring self soul connection. So for some of you, this could go one of two ways. Like, this could be like your life partner, your twin flame, your true love, your soulmate. Like, whoa, that's a lot, right? Or this could be saying that you're leaving your twin flame for this like true love connection, because twin flame connections can be they can be difficult or like on and off again for some people. I've never been one myself, so I'm not going to speak too much on it, but you can definitely, I'm tripping up over my words here. You could definitely read that, you know, in different ways. So just claim whatever resonates. Okay, I want to get maybe 1 to 2 more cards for you all. Yeah, some of you have been in a third party, or you will be in a third party. There may be some crossover here. There may be some crossover. And it doesn't have to be like you're physically going to cheat on your partner, but it could be that emotionally you're feeling these feelings for someone else, and you're like, you know, this isn't fair to them, and I am going to have to leave this to pursue this King of Wands connection. And remember, with the King of Wands, that's just talking about energy with Divine Masculine. It's not talking about gender, okay? But yes, so it could signify that. It could also signify that the reason why you're unhappy in your current partnership is because you've been cheated on, you've been lied to, and Spirit is saying you deserve better than that. Let's get one more card here. Yep. Like, don't rush this. Like, I think it's gonna, that may be why we got the summer card with June, July, and August, because Spirit is saying, like, yes, this person is the one. Yes, they're your life partner. Yes, you're meant to be with them, but take it slow. Like, don't rush into it. Still build that solid foundation, because, you know, we can bring you the perfect person, but it's up to you to build that solid foundation. And then we have let go. So I feel like this is saying, like, you need to let go of your current partnership. I think regardless, this person's coming into your life, but, you know, when you want to let go of your current partnership is up to you. But I think regardless, like, this person's coming in. So, I mean, prepare yourself, because it's gonna, I'm hearing, knock you off your socks. Okay. Pile 1, unhappy in your current partnership. Love life in December 2022. Pile 1. I'm so happy for you guys. I can't say it enough how excited I am for you all. Yeah, like, some of you, okay, I'm getting several messages with the strings card here. Some of you, like, you've been trying to manifest, like, your soulmate, wish come true, your life partner, and you've been, for some of you, like, trying to force your current partnership to meet that. Or some of you, like, know it's been over, but you've been holding on, and Spirit is just, like, coming through and cutting those, like, energetic cords, cutting those strings. Yeah, I think the moment you let go is when this person comes in. Like, let go of your control issues about how this should be. And I also feel like some of you have had a controlling partner that you need to walk away from. I think that, okay, I love these two cards coming out together. So we have fear, and then we have friendship. Because you've had this difficult time in your current partnership, meeting someone that you feel so strongly attracted to, that you have this soulmate level psychic connection with, this intensity, and this feeling like this person is the one, I don't want to mess this up, I don't want the past to repeat itself, that's going to spark and trigger a lot of fear in you. And I think that's why Spirit is saying, like, still take this slow, build a solid foundation first, be friends first, because that's going to give you time to heal, to fully let go of the past, to integrate those lessons, and for you to feel comfortable, because it is going to be an intense, emotional, and even physical experience for you to meet someone like this, because I don't feel like you've ever known or experienced a love like this before, and it is going to feel so intense. And yeah, further confirmation that this is going to be your future spouse. This is going to be your life partner. Yeah, 100% with the commitment card. And this is someone wanting to offer you commitment. You know, this is someone who is ready for a committed partnership. And I think because of that, they're going to be willing to be patient with you and, yeah, build that solid foundation, go at your pace. You know, they're going to be respectful of the fact that you just got out of a really messy situation. Pile 1, unhappy in your current partnership, December 2022 love prediction, please. Whoa. Okay, we have you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yeah, like Spirit wants you to enjoy this because it's been a long time coming. And then we have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. You may go on like a little getaway with this person, like a weekend getaway, or you may do like a day trip somewhere. And Spirit just wants you to enjoy it. Like just enjoy the moment because you deserve it. Like I feel like you've been so miserable for so long. Spirit is saying like really enjoy this. Yeah, you deserve love. Yes, like you are lovable. And it says, great love is worth taking the steps that you are guided to take. Make the effort. Spirit is going to be, again, like giving you signs, trying to guide you in the right direction. Make the effort, like follow that divine guidance. Because Spirit is really on your side, like trying to make this come together in the easiest way possible for you. Because it does, like, you know, obviously, like, it's going to be a little messy in the beginning. Okay, we have the sexuality card here. Yeah, I feel like, again, this is just a whole new level of, a whole new level of attraction that you've never experienced before. I don't think you've ever had a connection with this much intimacy, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It's just like all encompassing. Yeah, see, you had to be ready. You had to be at a place where you could handle a connection like this. I'm hearing that like your younger self wouldn't have been able to handle this. Like it would have turned codependent, it would have gone sour. Like both of you, you know, soulmate connections are divinely guided, right? That's why we talk about divine timing like to death, right? Like we talk about it over and over again, like, and that's why you have the reassurance, like, yes, you had to be patient for this, but you have like the safety of knowing like you wouldn't have been brought together if you weren't both ready for it. So that speaks to the longevity of the connection and the potential here for the 10 of Cups with the rainbow instead of this 5 of Cups energy. So yeah, like you both had to be ready. And I'm hearing like those Taylor Swift lyrics, like the invisible string, you know, it reminds me of the red string of fate. And this song comes up a lot, I think, in love readings because of that analogy. But it's the journey. The journey was hell, but it brought me heaven. Like the journey has been hell. It's been really rough, but it's brought you heaven, this silver waterfall, right? Swans mate for life. Birds of a feather flock together. Rainbow, 10 of Cups. You see lotus flowers down here growing through the mud. The waterfall reminds me of the Ace of Cups, crystals, protection. Like everything about this image is beautiful, right? And then bottom of the deck, we have connection, 2 of Cups. And this could be signifying, again, like a message from nowhere. Going on that vacation, that trip together that we were talking about. The music makes me think of having a psychic connection, vibrationally being in alignment with one another. You also could be getting signs and synchronicities through songs. Okay, where do I want to go now? Last deck, that's where I want to go. We only have one more deck to go. Okay, so this is going to be love advice for you in the month of December, and ignore the gender with this deck. Ignore the gender. Okay. Pile 1, unhappy in your current partnership. What can you expect in the month of December? What do we need to know? Pile 1. Sorry if the noise is bothersome. I'm used to having a blanket to muffle the sound, so I don't know how loud it is. Pile 1 here. Okay, so this could definitely be opposites attract here. It says, perfect is an illusion. The two of you might be total opposites, but in that way you complete each other. You have more in common than you think. So yeah, some of this, like, it could be a twin flame connection as well. But if I also think of opposites with soulmates, like the divine masculine coming into union with the divine feminine, right? So definitely claim whatever message is resonating here. With this play the field card, this to me is like kind of indicating that third party card that we got earlier. Like, I think for a lot of you, your current partner has been unfaithful, they've lied to you, they've been looking at other options behind your back kind of thing. Yeah, it doesn't feel good to me. The energy of this card, like, And then we have angel with love. Trust that your love life is being divinely guided and protected. Your angels know exactly how much information you can handle right now. That is exactly this card that we got before. Like, I really feel like your spirit guides, like, you're being divinely guided by your spirit guides, but also your angels. And that's beautiful. Like, everyone, your whole spiritual team has, like, all hands on deck, like, trying to make this happen for you in the best way possible. It's so cute. It's so cute. Yeah, and this card here saying, like, it's not over. Don't turn your back on love. Love isn't easy, not for anyone. You can't push it away because there's a few bad apples. Keep fighting. Like, yeah, your current partnership has not worked out. You guys aren't compatible. It's, you know, if they've been unfaithful, like, you deserve better. You know, they've hurt you, but it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with love. It just means that you're giving your love to the wrong person, right? So, like, still believe in love is the message here. Okay, so pile 1, this was your reading. I couldn't be happier for you. I'm so excited for you all. I'm not going to do my usual outro because I have so many more readings to film, but I'm wishing you the very best, and yeah, take care of yourself, pile 1, and be gentle with yourself through this process. Don't be so hard on yourself. You deserve the very best. Take care. Hi pile 1, so for those of you who are happy or at least content in your current partnership, this is your love prediction for the month of December. So you will have a very unique reading here. It says, take it slow. Slow and steady wins the race. We have 7 of Wands, we have 8 of Pentacles, we have the Emperor, we also have Death, and we have building blocks. Let's build together. Both of you are laying out an honest, strong, and genuine foundation. Already established relationships will be even stronger. So, I say you have an interesting reading because this feels quite specific. So maybe there's not a lot of you in this group, or, you know, it's just a strong collective energy here. But it feels like you've been really, really hard at work at something. You've been trying to grow something, and you've been juggling a lot of hats, you know? So, like, yes, you're putting a lot of effort into your work, but then you're also trying to keep the house, like your home, like very clean and tidy, and you've been trying to keep up with your self-care and trying to keep up with your hobbies and your friends and your family and your pets. Like, it feels like you've been juggling a lot, and so maybe your romantic partnership has got like a little bit lost in all of that, and it does feel like it kind of feels like one person here with the Emperor card is a little bit more stable or financially advanced than the other person. Like, there's a difference here in finances, or for some of you, you are working to get to this Emperor status. Like, this could be someone who has, you know, their regular job, but then they have a creative endeavor, a side hustle, you know, they're trying to start their own business. And so that's why they're so busy, because they're putting in the work into their regular job. But then during their downtime, when they should be, you know, like enjoying themselves, instead they're hard at work on something that they're truly passionate about. And so that's why romantically, the connection's taken a bit of a back seat, because you're trying to get to this level, right? You're trying to, you know, create something big here. And so with the Death card, your connection is going through a major transition, but it's definitely for the better. Like, you two are coming out even stronger as a result of that, because it has this energy of like, you know, maybe you guys have been a little bit snippy with one another, or it's just like a lot of different things are taking up space in your mind. I could be picking up on your partner's energy as well. If you're like, well, I'm not trying to grow a business, but they are, you can flip everything that I'm saying. But it feels like, you know, someone's mind has been very, very crowded. Like, there's a lot of thoughts, you know, trying to get center stage attention. And so it's hard to focus on just the romance when there's so much up in the air, so much that you're working on. And so it's kind of like in December, you're reaching some sort of level of success, and that is going to change the dynamic of the connection. You know, it just does. You know, when one person starts making more money than the other person, or if, you know, like I said before, someone was the breadwinner, but now I'm making more money than them, that changes the dynamic, but you're actually going to be stronger for it. I definitely see, I keep tripping up on the word definitely today. I definitely see two people being supportive of one another, you know, definitely with building blocks here, supporting each other's dreams and goals, you know, even if it's hard, even if there are some arguments, you know, or some missed plans, you know, things that have to be rescheduled. I definitely see there being a lot of mutual support here. And I also see it though, like, when you reach that level of success, or when they reach that level of success that they've been wanting, now we're getting the phone ringing, so this message is important. When this happens, you're going to say, okay, I've reached this big goal. Like, let's celebrate, but let's, you know, now put some more focus back on the romance again. Like, let's get to know each other again. Let's act like, you know, we're new and in love and in that honeymoon stage. Let's date each other again. Like, there's this energy of like, let's date each other again. Let's reconnect. Let's get to know each other again. Because there has been a little bit of distance just because of this busyness, you know? So like, let's reconnect. Let's get to know each other again. Okay. When I start to repeat myself, it's time to move on to the oracle. Okay, so pile 1, happy or at least content in your current partnership, no plans on leaving. December love prediction. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's so much hope for the future. Like, this is a very goal-oriented group. Like, both of you have big plans, like wanting to get married, wanting to save up for your dream house. Yeah, some of you, you know, you may have been a little bit afraid of like how disconnected you were feeling from your partner, but I feel like Spirit's just reassuring you, like, you know, every couple, yeah, like you guys may have not been seeing eye to eye, but every couple goes through these cycles, and it's natural, you know, when you're super busy trying to, yeah, some of you, your imagination's been getting the worst of you. You've been having some anxiety about the connection, some fears. Yeah, you feel just a bit disconnected from each other. But I feel like that is for sure ending in the month of December. Like, you are going to come back together. You are going to reconnect with one another and get on the same page. Because again, it's just a transition, and change is hard. And when one person is putting so much effort into their passion project or their career, and then there's a change in like financial status, that's a big transition for a relationship to go through. And it's just saying, like, be patient, and every connection goes through cycles, but on the other side of it, you two are going to be so much stronger than you were before. And you are going to have that alone time to reconnect. So don't stress too much about it. Yeah, it's a return to playfulness. Recapturing the romance allows your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yeah, your feelings are real and worth exploring romantic feelings. Yeah, like you're getting back to basics. Getting back to basics, returning to a sense of like playfulness, you know, of like when you guys were first dating, you know, getting back to that fun, lighthearted energy where you're joking around with each other, you know, you're going on dates, you're making time for each other, just enjoying each other's company again. I just love this energy for you so much. And for some of you, you know, like if you're not married to this person, you are going to get there. You are going to get there. This connection definitely has lasting power. That's what I'm hearing, lasting power. And it's because you can go through difficult cycles together and come out stronger. Like that's what you want. You want to be able to grow together and not grow apart. And yeah, like you're seeing that your connection is struggling because you've been putting so much into, or your partner has been putting so much into this work or career goal. You're like, okay, like now that I've reached a certain level of success, I do need to put more energy and effort back into my connection. And yeah, and it could be a mutual energy, like maybe both of you have been very focused on work and career and meeting certain financial goals, and so that's why we're seeing this disconnect. But you are recapturing the romance in December. Some of you, like with this reparenting yourself, for some of you, you could be feeling a little bit, remember how I said like there was this energy of like anxiety or fear, you know, and this feeling of like not understanding this is just a difficult cycle or a transition and that it's not the end. Like some of you, maybe you had parents who got divorced or who were never together, or you have, you know, a difficult relationship with a parent that's given you an anxious attachment style. Yeah, it could just be some fears from childhood coming back up that really aren't anything to do with your romantic partnership. Yeah, recapturing the romance. Yep, you're gonna maybe go on vacation or take a trip. Really just spend some time together. Quality time together is absolutely needed. Like you have to make time for it. And I think thankfully in the month of December, like you will be doing that. Yeah, it's really needed. Really needed. And bringing back the romance, you know, showing the other person that you care, you know, buying them something just because, giving them a compliment, noticing them. Being fully present in conversations, not being on your phone. I'm hearing that as well for some of you. Giving someone the luxury of your undivided attention, I'm hearing. Yeah, it's going to make all the difference. Like, yeah, this person is the one. And for some of you, you are married to them already. But yeah, like, if you need reassurance, like, you guys are going to make it through. Yeah, staying off of social media. Like, some of you have been, you know, a bit distracted. You need to focus on home. You need to focus on your home life for sure. You know, your career, your passion project, your goals, they can wait, you know, until next week. They can wait a little while. You're just going to have to create that time and space for your partner. And this may be a message for your partner. You know, you may be like, well, this is all them. It's not me. Show them this reading then. Yeah, some of you, like, and it's not jealousy like your partner's looking at someone else or you're looking at someone else. It's jealousy because they're jealous of your work or you're jealous of their work, you know? Like, you just feel like you're on the back burner in their life, or you're not a priority, or they feel that way again about you. Keep going, like, don't give up. Like, this is the one. Like, this is definitely someone you could spend the rest of your life with. Or if you're already married, you know, divorce, separation, like, that's not in the cards for you. Like, you are going to stay with this person. It is meant to be. It's just, you know, a transition. It's a difficult cycle. It's not your story. Okay. Pile 1. let's get some words of advice. I feel like we've gotten a lot of words of advice, but I use this deck for everyone else, so I feel like we should use it for you too. And as always, with this deck in particular, just ignore the gender. So pile 1, December prediction for those of you happy or at least content in your current partnership. What do we need to know? Pile 1. Okay. Some of you, it says, get out of bed. Using sleep as an escape from reality is only a temporary fix. You're a fighter. Look at everything you've overcome. Don't give up now. Some of you may be the type of person, like when you're angry or upset, you just go to bed, you just go to sleep. And Spirit is saying, like, it would actually benefit you, like, to talk it out. You know, don't just give the person the silent treatment or ignore them. I know this is like a weird message to get from this card, but that's what I'm picking up. You know, like really just talk it out. You know, if you need to take, you know, half an hour even to like process your feelings, and do that. But eventually, like, you do need to talk it out with them. Don't give them the silent treatment. That's what's coming up. Or don't just ignore the problem, go to bed and hope it's not going to be there in the morning, because, I mean, it's not going away. Kiss of love. Your lover's soul met your soul through a kiss. He is yours forever. Don't worry. His soul will find his way back to you. He still feels you. Yeah, like, listen, like, this connection is it. Like, this is the one. Like, you don't have to worry about that. Again, like, it's just a transition. That's all it is. And I think you need this. Like, I actually feel like for your own mental health, especially if you're the one who's been working so hard, you do need a timeout for your own mental health. Like, you deserve to have some fun. Like, you deserve to enjoy yourself. So yeah, stay grounded. I'm actually thinking of and then we have workout at the bottom. So yeah, take time for self-care. But I'm actually thinking of this reel I saw on Instagram, and it was this lady talking about how she had started this business. It was some kind of like makeup compact, like, you know, like a 5-in-1 or something. And she had, I promise this resonates with your reading, she had went on a trip back to New Zealand to, you know, spend some time with her family. And she had actually planned on maybe just stopping her business because it wasn't growing like she had wanted. And she was just like, you know what, maybe I just need to like cut my losses and just let it go. And when she was on her way back home from New Zealand, it was a really long plane ride, right? She saw all of these unread messages, missed messages from her husband or her partner, whoever, while she was on the plane. Oh, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. While she was on the plane, apparently some article had been posted where her business was given a shout out by some like major, you know, magazine or something. Some video had been posted and her business had blown up. And her partner was like, what do I do? I can't fulfill all these orders. What do I do? I don't know what to do. And so it's just reminding, like, the moment she had just taken some time out to go visit family is when her business had exploded. Like, when she finally took a break, that's when she saw her business boom, right? And her partner was helping her. And I'm sure her, you know, her working so hard on her business probably had put a strain on her relationship. Obviously, she didn't go into that in the video, but it just made me think of you. And so, like, if you are the one who's working so hard on your business, pulling back, taking some time out to reconnect with your partner and have some fun could actually be the moment where your business takes off and you get that success. You know, when you let go of that control and let the universe create magic for you. Yeah, I like that message for you all, pile one. So this was your reading. I'm not going to do my typical outro like I usually do because I have a lot of readings to film, but I'm wishing you all the very best in the month of December, and take care, pile one. Hi Pile 2 singles, welcome to your December love prediction. So we have divine counterpart. This person is your divine counterpart. You are connected with each other on an astral level. This connection helps to raise the vibration on earth. You will create positive things together. We have the 9 of Wands, we have the 6 of Pentacles, we have the Devil, the Moon, and we have in the now. Being in the now is important for your love life at this moment. Release any expectations or worries about your future. Only in the now can you manifest and influence your current love situation. And then your bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. So you two are, I say you two, Pile 2. Pile 2. You are very intuitive, very spiritual. I definitely feel like you've been having some psychic dreams about this divine counterpart coming in, but I feel like it's almost been to the detriment of your mental health. Like it has given you anxiety, like you are looking for signs, looking for synchronicities everywhere, and then even when you get them, you're questioning yourself. You can't, with the Devil card next to the Moon, and this in the now card, I feel like you all really, really struggle with letting go. You know, it's almost like Spirit is saying, like, you know, there are some control issues here. Like, because you have these psychic downloads and you can see the future and you can see how great things are going to be or how incredible you're going to feel with this divine counterpart, and you can sense, you know, this lifelong partner, swan's mate for life. You can sense that this is on the horizon for you. 6 of Pentacles, you can feel this blessing coming in, but it's stressing you out because you're like, why isn't it here yet? Why isn't it here yet? Like, I feel them so strongly. Why haven't they manifested into my 3D reality? Like, it's just stressing you out, and you're holding on so tightly to that vision that you are sort of living in your mind or living in this daydream or living in this, you know, future vision that you have, and your disconnection from the present moment is actually blocking or slowing down the speed at which this is supposed to manifest in your life. And so, you know, I just feel a sense of anxiety from this group. And 9 of Wands, like you're taking on too much. You know, you don't need to take on the role of the divine. Like, the divine will bring this person to you. It's not your concern. Like, these wands aren't yours to carry, you know? And so I feel like you just second guess your own intuition. You know, you feel, it's like you get, I had this video that posted recently. It was called like a message from your higher self, like how to keep your faith, you know, like if you need reassurance. Pile 1 in that video, it's a silent reading on my channel. It actually just uploaded yesterday, that's why it's fresh in my mind. But I remember Pile 1, their higher self in that group, was saying, you have these like really high, you know, these emotional highs where you feel like super connected to spirit and you're trusting your intuition, and then it's like a roller coaster. Then you have these low lows where you feel so disconnected and you question everything and your faith is just completely shaken, and you doubt yourself and you doubt your intuition and your connection to spirit and your visions. And it's not meant to be like that. Like, spirit wants you to get off the roller coaster ride. And so I feel like the message here is just saying, like, stay in the present moment because this is on its way to you. We just need you to loosen your grip. Like, you're not meant to know every single thing about this yet. Like, you just, like, let it go a little bit because you're holding on to your vision too tightly and it's making you miserable. And that's your ego talking, that's your fear talking. Like, we don't want you to be miserable while you're waiting for this divine counterpart to come in. So Pile 1 singles, what else do we need to know here? Okay, I'm seeing apology here. I'm laughing because, like, the way this is coming up in your love life is Spirit is saying, like, oh wow, those sirens are loud. I'm sorry. I live near a fire station, and so it does get loud from time to time. But Spirit is saying here, like, don't feel sorry about this. Like, it is natural, it is normal to feel this way. Like, it's hard being a human, and give yourself grace. Give yourself grace with this. Like, we're not mad at you, we're not punishing you. Like, we're just saying we hate to see you so anxious. Okay? That's a very sweet message to come through. Okay. We have separation and soulmate coming out together. Oh, that's funny. So we have breakup, no contact, heartbreak. Some of you are having to let go of the past, and that's also part of the problem here. Some of you are living in the future. Others of you are living in the past. Some of you are doing both. And Spirit just wants you to be present. Just be present. Like, forgive who you need to forgive and let it go, because this is what is on the other side of it. Is this soulmate connection, this divine counterpart that you've been wanting. So if you're living in the past, if there are some people that you need to forgive, even non-romantic people, you know, even maybe family members or friends, yeah, it's definitely time to let it go. There we go. I knew there was one more card that wanted to come out. Yeah, ego. Your ego is keeping you so afraid, you know, so afraid. You don't have to, some of you may be worried that the past is going to repeat itself, and it's definitely not. I just made like direct eye contact with the orange stray cat outside. I was so worried about it last night because it was very like strong rain and wind last night. Okay, when I finish your reading, I'm going to go out there and feed it. It won't take us long. The cat won't return until later anyway, so don't worry. Okay, we have stormy, difficult time ahead, grief, emotional upheaval. I'm hearing that you're doing this to yourself. Like, you are making yourself miserable. I hate that for you, Pile 2, because there's, yeah, like Spirit is saying, like, you were just meant to learn from the lesson, not meant to carry it around with you like this weight that you're dragging behind you. Like, I just feel like you guys are so afraid of the past repeating itself. And Spirit is saying, like, it wasn't a punishment. You were just meant to learn from it and let it go. Okay, we have the springtime now. March, April, and May. Okay. And then we also have listen, intuition, don't talk, hear what they are saying. Some of you, okay, here's the message. Here's the message. Spirit is saying this timeline is up to you. So if it is the winter season when you're watching this, otherwise December, January, February, those months, December would be the earliest that your divine counterpart could come in. December is the earliest. So this month, right? We're talking about the December love prediction. December is the earliest they could come in. If you continue to ignore this advice and you continue to live in the future or live in the past and you cannot connect to the present moment, you cannot get a hold of this anxiety, worry, and fear, and you continue to suppress your own intuition because you are so intuitive, Pile 2. If you continue to let your ego rule you, they won't come in until March, April, or May. They won't come in until the spring. And it's not a punishment. It feels like it, but it's not a punishment. It's just Spirit saying, like, we don't want you anxious and on edge and like holding on to this so tightly that, you know, your ego is in full control and you end up messing this up. Because Spirit can bring you the right person, but if you're not ready for it, you can self-sabotage, and Spirit is wanting to make sure that you do not do that. So again, not a punishment, and it's I mean, you can take it as a warning, but Spirit is saying, like, just take it as gentle guidance, you know? Like, we do want to hit this message home to you, but we don't want you... It's like they don't want to invalidate you. They don't want to they don't want you to feel like they don't understand why you're anxious. They don't want you to feel like you're failing in some way, because you're not. Like, you're just a human having a human experience, and being a human is hard. And so they really just want to like reiterate that to you. Like, it's not a punishment. We're not like trying to be withholding. We just don't want to see you F this up. They don't want you to be regretful. Yeah. Because, you know, if you're in this place of like your ego is kind of ruling you, well, now we are acting in ways that are codependent, right? Like, our control issues are showing. They don't want that for you. December love prediction, pile 2 singles. We have memories here. I do feel like that's part of it, is that this divine counterpart, this soulmate that's coming in, the past lives that you share with this person are so strong. It's going to give you this sense of deja vu, and that can be emotionally overwhelming. And that's part of what Spirit is saying. Like, we want to prepare you for this. We want to make sure that you love yourself. That you love yourself, that you're in a good place, that you're in the best possible place. Soul connection. I feel like it's driving you crazy. It's almost like Spirit is saying, like, you want to know everything about this, but the more we tell you, the more anxious you get, because you're like on pins and needles looking around, wondering when your soulmate connection is going to come in. Like, because you know it's on its way to you. It's almost like you've ordered something, the universe has fulfilled your order, it has shipped. But every time you check the tracking code on your phone, every time you check up on it obsessively, it seems like it's moving so slow. And you're like, how many distribution centers does it need to go through before it gets to me? And Spirit is saying, if you would just put your phone down and be present and stop checking the tracking code, stop looking at it, it would go so much faster. It would seem like, oh man, like I feel like I just ordered this yesterday, even though it's been weeks. You know what I mean? Like, just stop checking the tracking. I feel like I'm like getting very I feel like I'm getting hyper with you guys, and I don't mean to, because I feel like I know this is so hard. Like, I have been in this position myself. Like, yeah, your guides are like, it's funny because like they have this energy of tough love, but then it's like they pull it back and they're like, no, we don't want to be so harsh on them. So it's like very like the energy here, there's a moonology card that says the energy is gaining momentum, and that's how it feels. It feels like this union can be so close if you would just let it. If you would just let it, pile 2. Okay. We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Yeah, we're getting this message again. So some of you really do need to release the past here and understand it doesn't have to repeat itself. We have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Have passion for your life right now. Like, any way that you can find and experience love now, whether it's through family, friends, spending time with your pet, spending time with yourself, having a self-care, treat yourself day, like any way you can experience love and romance and find passion in your life, connect with your hobbies, your interests. That's going to help you stay grounded and present and bring this person in. Express love now, like get into the energy of romance now, even before this person comes in. And of course, always remember that you deserve love. This is coming in for you. Like, I really want you to feel like you can trust that, and not, because some of you think you're crazy. Like, you have these psychic downloads, you get all these crazy signs and synchronicities, and then you question yourself. Like, you believe so much with your full heart, and then you go to the opposite extreme where you just question it and you think you're crazy. And yeah, Spirit wants you to get off that roller coaster of these like high highs, low lows. Yes, the sacred woman, like your divine feminine intuition. I don't care what your gender is, your heart chakra, like your heart is not leading you to the wrong place. Like, you are 100%, like, you can trust your dreams, you can trust your psychic downloads, you can trust your gut on this. Yeah, so maybe you're trying to manifest this person and they're coming in, like, you are manifesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the divine feminine. I have to cover this up. But yes, the divine feminine, like, you need to get into that energy of the divine feminine. Be in the energy of receptivity, because this is a blessing. This is a gift that you're receiving. This soulmate level connection is a gift that you are receiving from the universe. So just be at peace, you know, focus on your inner peace. I mean, you have this image twice now, right? Like, meditate. Get out into nature if you can, if it's not too cold, you know, whatever makes you feel peace, whatever gets you into flow state. Like, I get into flow state when I'm doing these readings, but also, like, I like to write and I love to read. I like to listen to music. These things get me into flow state, or even just cuddling with my cat tends to, like, get me in the present moment. So something like that, something that gets you into flow state. You know, I know meditation isn't for everybody, but something that kind of makes the, you know, the rest of the world fall away and you get out of your thoughts and you just feel so grounded and very focused and into what you're doing that you don't even notice that, you know, 3 hours have passed. That's the kind of energy that you need to get into to call this in December, instead of having to, you know, continue to wait through March, April, May. So final advice for my pile 2 singles, please, Spirit. Final advice. I feel like this reading has been nothing but advice and, like, reassurance, but that's okay. With this deck, always ignore the gender as well. It's like the one fallback to using this deck. Okay, pile 2 singles, December love prediction advice for my pile 2 singles, or final messages, Spirit, whatever you feel like they need to hear. Okay, we have learn the lesson from your breakup. Even though it may seem darn near impossible to find a silver lining, give yourself time and dig deep. Yeah, I feel like that calls back to what Spirit was saying before, of, like, it was just a lesson you were meant to learn. It wasn't meant to haunt you forever. You know, like, it's that fear of the past repeating itself. Like, you can let that go. With this spotlight card here, I do feel like this is saying, like, Spirit is saying we are 100% focused on bringing this in for you at the right time. Like, we haven't forgotten you. I know that's an odd message with this card, but that's what's coming through, is, like, Spirit is saying, like, we haven't forgotten you. We haven't forgotten, you know, your prayer, your wish, your manifestation requests. Like, we haven't forgotten you. Yeah, this card came up in another reading as well here. It's not over. Don't turn your back on love. Love isn't easy, not for anyone, but you can't push it away because there are a few bad apples. Keep fighting. Like, Spirit is saying, like, you're not wrong to continue to believe in true love and soulmates. You know, just because you attracted some karmic partners in the past, or people you were incompatible with, people that didn't treat you the way that you deserve, it was just a lesson meant to be learned to prepare you for a soulmate level connection. It's nothing wrong with you, nothing wrong with the quality of love that you put out there. You are 100% deserving and worthy of love, and, you know, love, there's nothing wrong with the energy of love, right? And then bottom of the deck, we have love offer. A new love offer is on the horizon. Keep an open mind. It's the only way you can explore, create, and grow. Progress is impossible without change. So yeah, like, Spirit is wanting to give you this new love offer. I don't want to keep repeating myself. I feel like you guys know what the advice is. You know what's up. And yeah, I, again, don't want to invalidate your feelings. Definitely want to acknowledge how difficult it is. Patience is a virtue and a skill, right? And so just stay present as best as you can, get in flow state, and it's all going to work out. Best case scenario. So pile 2, my heart goes out to you, and I'm wishing you the very best December. I'm not going to go through my usual outro because I have so many more readings to film, but yes, wishing you the very best. Take care, pile 2. Hi Pile 2, so if you are dating currently or in a complicated situationship, something that's not very defined, but you might be involved with somebody, this is your December love prediction. So we have flexible. You may have someone in mind, but your spirit guides want you to know that there are better options for you. This card also pertains to release any unrealistic expectations on a relationship or a person. We have Wheel of Fortune, we have the Hierophant, we have the Moon, we have Knight of Cups, and we also have Reunion. This card stands for reunion with your family and friends. There is a feeling of harmony and celebration. Significant people from your childhood and or past lives could be coming back into your life for a particular reason. Bottom of the deck, we have True Love. And then we also had for your bottom of the deck for your tarot, the Ace of Wands. Okay. This is actually quite a specific message here. I do pick up a couple more general messages, but what I'm feeling most strongly is that you all are either dating people or you have your heart set on someone who's really not offering you commitment, or you have a casual thing with someone and in your heart of hearts you know it's not going anywhere, but you keep wishing that it would change and it's just not changing. Or like, you know, you're dating people and you're kind of telling yourself, you know, I could see myself with them, but really, like, again, in your heart of hearts, you know you can do better. Spirit knows you can do better. And so, with the Wheel of Fortune, I do feel like in December, there's some kind of divine intervention, some kind of fated, destined thing that's supposed to happen. And with the Moon card, you're not meant to know a lot about it. It's kind of this surprise for you that Spirit's been cooking up, but kind of feels like a soulmate reunion to me. Definitely something maybe involving family or friends or people from your childhood. Could be involved for some of you, but definitely feels like Knight of Cups. There's a love offer that you're not expecting, and with the Hierophant here, this is Taurus energy, so this is going to be a traditional, you know, by the book kind of person. You know, this is a love offer that's very like cut and dry, like I'm offering you commitment, like I want marriage or I want a long-term partnership. This isn't someone who is looking for a casual fling. Like, this is someone who wants the real deal. And so Spirit is wanting you to remain flexible, you know. Spirit is wanting you to be open to this love offer coming in, because it feels like a soulmate level connection, quite different than the people that you've been dating or having a, you know, casual fling with. And, you know, Spirit wants you to let go, honestly, of the person or people who are currently, you know, that you're currently romantically entangled with, because there's something better. And Spirit's like, you know, it's a whole new person, new adventure, new starts, either with someone from your past or someone that you share past lives with. Again, it's a soulmate connection. Could be someone with some water sign placements, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, but honestly, Cancer is here twice. They're very tight-lipped about it. Like, they don't want me pushing too much into it. So we're gonna get through the rest of your oracle, but I don't know. Like, Spirit just has something really cool planned for you, and they don't really want to share too much about it. We'll see. But I'm not gonna press them too hard on this. Like, definitely want to be respectful. Gosh, there's some sort, where did I hear this at? I can't remember. I can't recall where I heard this at, but essentially Spirit is like, we want you to respect the idea that we have essentially like this gift on its way to you. And we've carefully wrapped it. We've tied it nicely with a bow. It's so pretty. Like, we've put so much thought and effort into planning this Wheel of Fortune moment for you. don't look under the wrapping paper. Like, don't sneak a peek. Like, we don't want you to ruin the surprise. Like, let us surprise you is what they're saying. Yeah, in the meantime, work on your self-love. Always work on your self-love. In the meantime, like, you know, spend time with friends, live your best life, and just know that something really special is coming for you in December in your love life. You know, something really, really cool. Yep, divine timing. Is anyone surprised that that came out? Is anyone surprised? Nope. Okay. Like, just be patient. Yeah, I'm kind of curious, like, what this is now. But, yeah, Spirit's saying don't be anxious. Don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Just trust us. Trust us. This is on its way to you, and it's going to be unexpected. It's going to be a surprise, shock out of the blue. I said this in another reading, but I just have this feeling that December is going to be a significant month for soulmate connections and reunions, because I feel like for many of us, our patience has been tested, you know, in this, you know, entire year. And so it's like, you know, we've saved the best for last. You know, we've saved the best for the month of December. It's the last month, right? So I feel like December, January 2023, we're going to see a lot of soulmate reunions and connections. I just have a feeling about it. Gifts! You can't make this up. I'm telling you, they're like, this person is a gift. You know, like, we've worked so hard on this. Like, we just want you to be happy, and we just want you to enjoy yourself and live your best life until until it's the perfect time, because our timing is always perfect. They're telling me to say that again. Our timing is always perfect. Why is it always perfect? Because you have to heal certain things, codependency being one of them, until you're ready for this. I tell you, I'm not drawing as many cards for you all because, again, like, they're kind of telling me, like, all right, move on to the next deck. That's all we've got to say with that. Like, keep it moving, keep it going, keep it flowing, because this, I can't stop smiling. Like, you are going to be so happy. And your guides are kind of like giggling a little bit. Like, they're kind of like, your guides are kind of sneaky, you know, in a good way. Like, they just, they're like, man, they're not going to see this coming. This is completely going to, yeah, this is going to knock you off balance in the best possible way. Like, you're going to be so shocked and yet so happy. Yep, you share past lives with this person. This is 100% a soulmate connection that's coming in for you. It says you have known each other before. It's gonna definitely have a feeling of deja vu, like I've been here before. Someone from your past is returning to your life, reconciliation. Okay, so this is again like reiterating that those past lives soulmate connection, but this could also be talking about someone from your childhood returning, because now it says significant people from your childhood and or past lives could be coming back into your life. So for some of you, this could be someone that you knew in childhood, and that's part of why it's so shocking to you. Or it could be someone from your past is the person that is connecting you to your soulmate. Okay, take what resonates, as always. But that's interesting that that card came out. I'm being called to get one more card here. Yep, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Yeah, that's why. Like, that's why Spirit has been holding off on this. Like, you're being prepared, you know? Like, this healing journey is culminating in this soulmate reunion, which is beautiful. You know, healing is a gift and a reward all on its own, but it's definitely nice to feel like, okay, I've cleared all of this away, I've healed, I'm ready for love, and then to be blessed with the gift of a soulmate connection. I mean, that's just so nice. It's just so nice. Okay, pile 2. December love prediction, dating, complicated situationship. What do we need to know? December 2022 love prediction here. Okay, we have the Divine Feminine, and I do have to cover her up just to be careful with, regulations and stuff. The Divine Feminine, I always say, it's a receptive energy. So literally, like, just be in the energy of receiving. Take care of yourself, be gentle with yourself, work with your crystals, take hot baths, like whatever makes you feel like in your Divine Feminine energy, take care of your physical appearance, take care of your mental health, take care of your spiritual health, your emotional health, just put all of your love and attention and your focus on you and the people that matter to you, or your pets, whatever, your fur babies, just be in the energy of love and just know that this is on its way to you in perfect divine timing in the month of December. I know you're going to be on the edge of your seat, like wondering when this is going to happen, but Spirit is saying, like, trust us. You're not going to be able to predict it. Even though we're telling you December, it's still going to be out of the blue. It's still going to shock you. You're not going to see it coming. So don't worry about it. Just be ready to receive this gift and be grateful when it does come in. Just trust us, trust us. And you're not going to miss it. Don't worry that you're going to miss it. You can't miss fate. You can't miss it. All right, Silver Waterfall. This card has come up a lot, which makes me happy because it's one of the best cards in this deck. I mean, you have the 10 of Cups energy, right, with the rainbow. Domestic happiness, happiness and love. You have the Swan, which signifies lifelong partnership. Swans mate for life. You have the 2 birds of a feather flocking together, compatibility. You have crystals, divine protection. You have the waterfall itself signifying like the Ace of Cups, right? A love that doesn't run dry. It's the silver waterfall. It's always going to be there. So a love that has longevity, a love that is nurturing, a love that is beautiful, a love that is kind, a love that grows abundance, right? This water feeding into this like lush garden. Butterfly, being able to go through transitions and cycles together and coming out stronger as a result. Like, this is like the best, one of the best cards in this deck, I'm telling you. Okay. Where, this deck, I'm sorry, I'm like losing my place because I'm very, like, the energy and the, I don't know, like I have like goosebumps, like I feel a little like short of breath, like I just, man, like I don't know what they have planned for you, but it's something. It's something big. Okay. I'm just like so curious as to how this is gonna happen. Okay, pile 2. Any final advice for my pile 2s in this group, please, Spirit? Dating, complicated, complicated situationship, pile 2. What do they need to know? Pile 2. Final words of advice for my pile 2s. It says, leave the past where it belongs and look forward to what's coming next. Something better is waiting for you. I promise you. 100%. And then we have trust the feeling. Your intuition is strong right now. If something doesn't feel right, trust it. No one can tell you what's right or wrong for you. So trust your feeling. Follow your divine guidance. Like the people that you're messing around with right now, short term, they are not it. And then we have speak up. Someone is not expressing their true feelings. Problems would get solved and your love life would get easier if both of you are open and honest. There's someone like that you're dating or that you're in a situationship with, or maybe it's multiple people. You're not feeling it. Not really. Not in your heart of hearts. Like, your intuition is telling you, like, this is not it. Like, there's something better. Like, why are we settling? Why are we doing this? Yeah, something's not quite right in the state of Denmark. Like it says, something is lurking and it doesn't look good. Remember, there are blessings in life that are disguised as difficulties. Let it make you better. With this deck, also ignore the gender. I don't think I've don't think I said that. Your bottom of the deck is blowing smoke. They're just blowing smoke in your face. Don't trust anything they tell you. Remember, actions speak louder than words. Yeah, like the people that you're talking to now, or the person that you're in a situationship, I know all of you have like a slightly different situation going on. It's a general reading. Even with the specific groups, you know, all of you guys have different stuff going on in your love life. But whoever you're talking to, or the people that you're messing around with, they're not it. Like, Spirit has this amazing gift for you, this amazing person, this soulmate coming in, and yeah, like who you're messing around with now, they're temporary. Like, you're not feeling it. They're maybe lying to you or misleading you. And again, I don't even think you're really feeling it. Maybe you're talking yourself into, like, you know, maybe just talking yourself into it, but I think in your heart of hearts, again, you know, this ain't it. Like, this is not your forever person. These people don't really have long-term potential. Let's keep it moving. And some of you may think that, some of you are like, oh, I just want to casually date though. And I feel like Spirit is like, okay, but we're bringing in your future spouse. So like with the Hierophant card, like I feel like you're going to be like, oh, oh man. Some of you may be lying to yourself like, oh, I'm just happy having fun playing the field, but really like you're wanting to settle down, but because you haven't been. Some of you are telling yourself like, oh, you know, I don't really feel that way. I don't really want that, but you do. So some of you just need to be honest with yourself as well. So just take what resonates, as always. All right, I'm not going to go through my whole spiel. I've really got to get a pizza out of the oven. So take care, pile 2. I'm very excited for this gift that's on its way to you, and best of luck to you. I'll see you guys in my next one. Hi, pile 2. So if you are unhappy in your current partnership, this is your love prediction for the month of December. So we have the 7 of Swords, we have the Hanged Cat, we have 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 10 of Cups, we have the Knight of Cups, we have boundaries. You need to set better boundaries, keep your energy balanced and protected. If needed, spend some time alone. It's okay to say no. And we have karmic relationship. This connection serves as a catalyst to prepare you for real and high vibrational love. You are feeling very pulled to this person, therefore it appears to be the real thing, but it's not. Integrate the lessons that need to be learned. And then your bottom of the deck is the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm going to be very straightforward in this reading with you all, and I'm going to be very honest, and if the message seems a bit blunt, I'm sorry, but I feel like you deserve someone to be honest with you, and I don't think that your current partner is being honest with you whatsoever. With the 7 of Swords here, you see this dog, you know, pretending to be a cat, right? That's the energy here. You know, I feel like your current partner has kept you in this energy of being suspended with the Hanged Cat. You know, I feel like they have lied to you, deceived you. For many of you, they've been unfaithful. They've been keeping secrets from you. The 5 of Wands, you have to fight for their attention. 4 of Cups, they ignore you. You know, they really, for some of you in the beginning, I think you were maybe very blind, you know, or just maybe not seeing some of the red flags or problematic behaviors. You know, you were turning a blind eye to it, kind of like an ignorance is bliss kind of energy. Maybe you moved in with this person and then you're like, man, I thought I knew them, but they turned out to be not at all the person that I thought that they were. You know, you thought they had a certain character to them, or that you both shared the same goals, and then you just find out that they're not the good person that you thought that they were. They're not someone who wants what you want. You know, this is someone who was telling you what you wanted to hear. This was a wolf in sheep's clothing kind of thing. And even here it says it felt like the real person. I mean, it felt like the real thing, but it's not. This person's a lesson, essentially. And so the good news here is that this connection serves to change your perspective. It helps you learn how to set and hold boundaries. It prepares you for real love, the 10 of Cups. And in the future, that love offer will be on its way to you, right? But I definitely feel like this isn't someone who is going to change. I don't feel like this is someone that I don't feel like this is someone who will help you be greater. I feel like this is a connection where, you know, if you don't learn the lessons and you stay with them, you start to bring out the worst in each other. You miss out on a great opportunity with someone else, the 4 of Cups here. So, you know, typically in readings, you know, we're just here to provide guidance. We're not here to tell you what to do. But the message here is pretty blunt, pretty straightforward. Spirit is wanting to tell you, like, you know, if you don't have any hard evidence that this person's lying to you or being unfaithful or being sneaky or manipulative, you know, you can't prove it, but something seems off and you've been suspicious for some time, you're not crazy. Like, you are 100% right. This person is not who they say they are. They're definitely hiding things from you. There are definitely other people involved in this connection. There's something they're doing behind your back. You know, for some of you, it could be cheating. For others of you, it could be that they're financially taking things from you and you don't know it. It could definitely vary. But yeah, they're hiding something. They're not being honest with you. And you deserve better than that. I mean, I feel like you know that. I mean, I'm not telling you, Spirit is not telling you to leave this person. But with the 5 of Pentacles being your bottom of the deck, like, it's hard to cut your losses. It's hard to feel like you've wasted time. But I feel like you know. Like, I don't feel like I'm telling you anything that you don't already suspect. You know, I feel like you understand that this is just, this isn't it. You know, I feel like you understand that you deserve better. And I feel like the good news, like, if we're going to pull out a silver lining in all of this, is that this person was preparation. Like, you don't have to feel like you wasted your time, because they were preparing you. These lessons that you were learning, I think especially in terms of setting boundaries, was preparing you for the 10 of Cups, for someone who is going to treat you right, someone who is going to treat you the way that you deserve and that you're compatible with, and someone that you can trust and you don't have to watch your back. You see this Knight of Cups here and he's carrying this rose, and then you see the rose here with the 4 of Cups. Like, if you stay in this connection, who are you missing out on? Just think about that. Let's continue. Let's move on, because I feel like you get it. Pile 2 here. Pile 2. Unhappy in your current partnership. What's happening in the month of December? Yeah, I feel like it's hard. It's difficult. You know, like, you definitely, like, if you go through a separation with this person, it doesn't mean the feelings go away. And this may be that you're done with it, but they are trying to get you to come back. Follow your intuition, though. Like, your intuition's not going to lead you wrong on this. Okay? Like, on a gut level feeling here, like, they may be telling you everything that you want to hear, telling you that they're going to change. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. I'm just like the energy from your person just feels so just feels so childish to me. I just feel like they know how to play on your heartstrings. Yeah, some of you, this person financially benefits from being with you, and that's why they try to keep you around. Or they see where you're going and they want a piece of that pie. Like, you know, like if they see that you're going places and you're going to reach a financial level that they're never going to reach, they could be like riding your coattails. For others of you, this is just telling you to focus on your career, focus on your money. You know, don't even worry about it. Just focus on your money. Especially those of you who, like, your finances are tied to this person. Just focus on building up your finances so that you can have the freedom to leave, to walk away if you need to, if you want to. Yeah, a lot of anxiety about this decision. If you decide to leave, keep going. Like, don't... Spirit, like, just really, Spirit is saying, like, don't question yourself. Like, if you make the decision to leave, and you have free will, never want to minimize that. If you decide to leave, keep going. Like, even if you start to feel anxious, did I make a mistake? Tune into your intuition. Your intuition's not going to lie to you. Keep going. You made the right decision. Even when the future is uncertain and you feel sad and emotional, you made the right choice. Yeah, listen to your own intuition, because your intuition will not lead you astray, okay? Sneaky. You got karmic twice now. Underhanded, deceitful, lies, secrets. They're not being honest. They're not being honest. And the situation's going to vary. I mean, all of you are in different, you know, relationships, but I would say lying is a common theme here. And some of this could be you lying to yourself, you know, wondering if they're going to change. Yeah, like Spirit wants this for you. Like, they want true love. They don't want you to settle. They don't want you to settle. I feel like Spirit is saying, if you can trust your intuition and walk away from this karmic connection, because you did get the 10 of Cups, right? If you can open up your heart to real high vibrational love and close yourself off, so set healthy boundaries, not walls and chains, just healthy boundaries, then you can receive the gift of true love. But they can't give it to you. They can't give it to you until you're ready, until you've moved on from this situation and you've healed and you're ready, you know? Because there is an element here of divine timing and there being a bigger plan in place here. I'm sorry, that was probably really loud. I'm just like fed up for you. Like, there's just this energy here of just being fed up, of just being so done, so disgusted, so just, like, there's just this energy of like, how dare you? You know, like, why? Like, why did you, there's just this feeling of like, why? Why did you do this to me? And the why doesn't really matter because it has nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? Like, that's their own immaturity. It has nothing to do with how lovable you are. Yeah, new love is wanting to come in. New love is wanting to come in. Spirit wants you to stay optimistic about your love life. So don't lose your hope here. Trust in Spirit. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So let go of control issues, allow it to unfold naturally, but new love, true love, is wanting to come in. Definitely going to be a situation where you have to walk away from the karmic connection. And some of you may be like choosing to end this connection in December and that person tries to come back. I would see that as a test if I were you. I wouldn't. This isn't your guides. Personally, I would be very mindful about letting them back in. Very mindful. Again, not telling you what to do, just be mindful. Spirit is calling very strongly for you to trust your own inner guidance, and you're going to do that by cultivating your peace. Look how it says you are enough. I am enough. Worthiness. Oh my gosh, yes. Like, this is what this whole thing was meant to teach you. Like, no one is worth the expense of your inner peace. No one is worth the expense of your relationship to yourself. You have to be happy with yourself. You have to feel good about your choices, and you can't do that if you have someone in your life who walks all over your boundaries and lies to you and steals from you and is doing sneaky, underhanded things and making you feel like you're not good enough, when in reality, they're the one who's not good enough for you. You know, like, this is someone who can see that you're on a higher level than them, and because of that, they try to drag you down to their level. They try to convince you that you're the one who's lower. But in reality, you were the one who was too good for them. I mean, you just did not deserve any of this, pile 2. Like, none of it. A lot of this comes from childhood wounds for many of you, like a difficult relationship with a parent, maybe parents who got divorced or who were never together, a narcissistic parent. And, you know, it's really, really hard to know what a happy, healthy, balanced connection looks like if you've never seen it as a kid or you've never seen it in your personal life. I mean, a little bit of self-disclosure here for you all. So my mom had me when she was 19. I have never met my father. And then my mom has been married 3 times, twice to the same person. And I cannot tell you a single marriage in my family that I would want for myself. So, like, I 100% like get this. Like, you, unfortunately, and it feels like a punishment, and that's what's hard about it, is that, you know, Spirit teaches us these things through experience, and it feels like you're being punished, and you're like, I'm such a good person, like, why do I keep attracting these people who treat me like crap? And it feels like you're being punished, but it's just to get you to understand that you deserve better, and Spirit doesn't want you to settle for these, like, lower vibrational people with poor character. Because some people are. Like, I know people say, like, oh, you shouldn't call people toxic. Yeah, I mean, be mindful about labeling people, but some people have very poor moral character. Like, they just act in a way that is just underhanded. Like, if someone is lying to you and cheating on you and manipulating you and deceiving you and putting you down, how is that not toxic? Like, you know, like, it's that person's not going to be in any healthy connection with anybody, because they need to go work on themselves and ask themselves why they're such a jerk, quite frankly. And it probably goes back to their own childhood and so on and so forth. But I mean, that's not your problem. Like, your only responsibility is to heal yourself. You don't need to take care of anybody else. You just got to heal yourself, and that's it. So I think that if you were wanting to know, like, why you were put through this, here's your answer. You know, to teach you how to reparent yourself, to teach you how to maintain your inner peace, to teach you that you are so worthy of the highest vibrational love, okay? So pile 2, let's end your reading with some advice from Spirit, or just any general messages they want you to know. Pile 2 here. Okay, I know this is the December prediction, so it may be too cold outside, but if you can, get outside in nature. Spending time in nature will take the pressure off of love and remind you that life is beautiful even on gloomy days. If you can't get outside, if it's too cold, maybe go visit. If you have a botanical, well, they may be closed. Maybe get some plants in your room. Even fake plants are supposed to like psychologically give you the same benefit of having real plants in your house. So something like that. Or even like they have those meditation videos where they show you like slideshows of nature. You might have to get a little bit creative with that one. Okay, so there's definitely new love coming in because I have this card that says yum. The sexual chemistry is so powerful and they have awakened a romantic and animal side of you. It can be dangerous if not handled with care. Yeah, there's definitely like passion and romance on the horizon for you. Like, don't feel like this is gonna last forever if you walk away from this person. And also, I forgot to say, ignore the gender with these cards, because I know not everyone watching is a woman interested in a man. Okay. Says, love, sacrifice. Don't sacrifice yourself in seeking love. You'll end up unhappy and hating yourself for it. Be with someone who makes you feel good. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you've learned this lesson. Like, you can't sacrifice your own mental and emotional well-being for the sake of someone else. And no partner who has your best interests at heart would expect you to. Whoa, 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 whoa. It says obsession, addicted to you. Is it love, obsession, or infatuation? Ask yourself if you can slow down or not allow thoughts of them to consume you and just let it unfold naturally. Okay, for some of you, when this new love comes in, I think because you've been so starved for love and romance, because your current partner is kind of trash. I'm sorry. I just don't like them. I don't get a good vibe from them, and I'm usually not this blunt in readings, but they are just awful. They are so awful. If you are sitting there wondering, like, am I the problem? No, you are not the problem. You are not the problem. When this new person comes in, because it's like, you know, rain and a drought kind of thing, just be mindful and take it slow. Don't get too head over heels, you know, like just take it slow as best as you can, because I definitely feel like this is kind of the energy of, again, someone who's been starved for love and romance and attention, like, because your current partner just has made you feel so unattractive and unlovable, and it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Okay, and this says, just because you hit a dead end doesn't mean you took a wrong turn. This stagnation is meant to increase and deepen your spiritual awareness. Yeah, you have felt very stuck in your current partnership, and again, like, it's just a karmic cycle. It's not meant to last forever. Okay, there was a higher purpose to all of it. And then even your bottom of the deck here, it says maturity. Mature love is not letting love consume you, but rather gracefully accepting the dangers, the beauty, and the power of love. I feel like you've grown up a lot, 100%, in terms of your love life. And it's to call in this energy of unconditional love, 100%, like that's what you deserve. Or as close as you can possibly get, right? Okay, so, whew, what a reading. Pile 2. I hope I wasn't harsh. I hope, you know, I know it was a lot more blunt than I tend to be in readings, but you deserve to have someone tell you the truth. Like, you have been lied to so much, and it sickens me. It sickens me. Yeah. You're worthy of love. You deserve the best. I'm wishing you the best. I'm not going to do my typical outro because I got to film, 5 more readings, I think. So, yeah. Wish me luck. And, yeah, take care, Pile 2. Sending you healing energy. And I will see you all in my next one. Hi pile 2, so last but not least, if you are happy or at least content in a committed partnership, this is your December love prediction. I will also say I love that you chose the Weird Cat Tarot, and just as I was beginning your reading, I was shuffling your cards. This orange stray cat that I feed several stray cats, but this one is the one that I'm most concerned about, and I had seen it earlier today, had ran outside to feed it. It always runs off though, so I always just hope that, you know, by the time I get out there, put the food out, eventually it'll come back and find it before the other cats do, because again, it looks the most sickly, and I'm really trying to make sure it doesn't die. So anyway, the fact that you have the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, and then I start your reading and the cat comes back and is eating the food as we speak, or as I speak, makes me so happy, and I feel like it's such a good omen for your love life in December. I know some of you are like, this crazy cat lady, but I mean seriously, the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles are like very difficult energies. Like, yeah, a stray cat definitely carries the energy of Five of Pentacles, right? Like, so yes, I feel like a time of like disappointment, a time of financial struggles, of maybe feeling even isolated or kind of lonely in your romantic connection is ending. You know, and this could be that, you know, you do feel connected to your partner, but you guys have just been having a rough time, you know, financially. Like maybe you, one of you lost your job, or, you know, your car broke down and that was an unexpected expense, or even just like the holidays, like if you celebrate Christmas, that can be a very expensive time, right? So, you know, a lot of people start buying things even before December, so maybe that puts you behind in terms of budgeting. So I don't know, it's definitely going to resonate. It's a general reading, but it definitely feels like you or your partner or just your connection in general has been going through a rough time. And thankfully, with this new love card here, this is signifying a new phase in your relationship. And with the psychic connection here, like you two are on the same page, like you're moving together in the right direction. You know, it's like things are magically getting better with the star card. So whatever success looks like to you in a relationship, whatever change that you've been hoping for in your relationship, that is coming, okay? I'm definitely going to have to get into the oracle to see if we can get more specific, and it may be that I can't because it's a general reading, but I will say, you know, overall, the theme here is that a period of difficulty is ending. You're feeling like you are on the same page as your partner. You're in a new phase of your relationship that's a lot healthier and happier. And some sort of wish is coming true that is in alignment with what you think a successful relationship looks like, okay? So that's what we got so far. A great start to your reading. Let's get some more information. I can't tell you how happy I am that this cat is eating. And let me tell you, this may be a stray cat, but he or she still has their standards. Like if I put out dry food, he's like, Like this cat is like starving, and it still is like, I want pate. Like that is such a cat. Like, okay. Oh, that could be why. Twin flame. Okay, just like, what was I getting? Disclaimer. I almost said disclosure. I meant to say disclaimer. I've never been in a twin flame connection, so my understanding of it is not at all from personal experience, but I know word on the street with twin flame connections is that there's a lot of ups and downs. There's of course a strong psychic connection because the idea is that your soul has essentially been split into two different bodies. So obviously there's going to be a strong psychic connection, you know, and twin flames can be on and off again. So yeah, That makes a lot of sense for why we were kind of getting that Five of Cups and Five of Pentacles in the beginning, is that this is, yep, cycles. Y'all were going through a difficult cycle in your connection, 100%. But, you know, bad cycles, negative cycles, challenging cycles, whatever terminology you want to use, it doesn't last forever. And you come out stronger for it, right? It's just like the Wheel of Fortune, you know, the seasons of life, you know, different phases of the moon. Like, we can see examples of it in nature everywhere, right? That ups and downs are gonna happen, okay? I do feel like for some of you, this is interesting because your bottom of the deck here is true love. And then if I look on this side over here, I'm seeing sneaky, karmic, underhanded, deceitful lies, secrets. I kind of wonder, like, I feel like Spirit is telling me when things are really good with you two, they're really, really good. And when they're bad, they're really, really bad. Like, it feels like there's a lot of highs and lows in this connection. And so that's why... Earth sign. I like this. This is, okay, I know this is saying Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and if you're an Earth sign watching this and you want to take that as confirmation, or your partner is, awesome. But what I'm getting from this message is that things are finally leveling out. That up and down, high and low energy is finally being leveled out. You're not going to have these extreme highs and extreme lows anymore. Because Earth sign energy is very grounded. Yeah, someone's giving an apology here. Yep. I do feel like there was some sort of lesson that you two were meant. It could be that both of you are apologizing for different things. There was some sort of cycle that you were meant to go through that was meant to make you stronger. And now you're at a place of peace, like you're in a gentler cycle. Yeah, like better communication was needed, 100%. And I feel like it kind of speaks to your connection that, you know, even though you guys were in a difficult cycle, you weren't considering leaving. You know, like you were still like, this is my person. You weren't giving up. Neither one of you kind of feels like you were giving up. You just accepted that it was a rough cycle. Oh man. Cards flying everywhere. I do feel like, yeah, so maybe you just pulled back a little bit, focused on yourself for a while, and now in December you get to come back together. Yeah, like the passion is returning here. See, like instead of her just holding her arms and closing herself off, not in a bad way, just, you know, focusing on herself, loving herself, but now the arms are open and you're holding each other. So yeah, maybe there was like a brief separation. And not necessarily like, oh, we're on a break, but just in a sense of like pulling back your energy. And now December coming back together. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you have a lot of mutual respect for one another, and you do have hope for the future. You do, both of you, see a future. At the bottom of the deck, we have commitment. Yeah, both of you see a future with, you know, the other person here. Both of you are serious about the connection. Yeah, you're just going through a tough time. And again, there could have been extenuating circumstances. I mean, if finances were an issue, that can put a big strain on a connection, right? Pile 2, December. Happy or content in a connection. Yeah, just continue to stay optimistic, because things are improving. You do have a wish coming true. For some of you, you could be getting engaged. Ooh, I just got a message. Okay, this is very specific, very specific. But remember how we got that sneaky card? And then we got true love at the same time? And then we had the 5 of Pentacles in the beginning, 5 of Cups, and now I'm seeing commitment with a 5 and change. Some of you, your partner was sneaking around and they weren't wanting to spend money on anything. And you started to think that maybe they had someone on the side, they were cheating on you, they were spending money, dating somebody else behind your back, something like that. But really, you got suspicious. Your trust was tested, right? And maybe even some of you thought they were going to propose and then they didn't. But really, they've been saving up money for a ring so that they could propose to you, and that's why they were sneaking around, is that they were preparing this proposal. Interesting. You're being encouraged to continue to work on your partnership, give your relationship a chance, and have trust. Yeah. I feel like this is calling you to trust your partner, to be honest with you. Yeah, like you thought, that's cute. That's not going to resonate for everyone. It is a more specific message, but yeah. Some of you, that's why they seemed like they were being sneaky. Pile 2, happy or at least content in your partnership. Yeah, some of you guys, and this could be your partner's energy, this could be both of you, there may be like some codependency. Or just this idea of like, oh, they complete me, or needing them to save you. Something like that. The gardener. Yeah, like really both of you are equally capable and equally have things to offer this connection. Both of you have the ability to create abundance. Like you don't need each other, but you definitely are strong as a team. But you don't need each other. You know, Spirit kind of just wants to remind you that it's so much better for you to have this attitude of like wanting to be with this person and choosing to be with them rather than seeing yourself in this codependent, like I need them, I can't live without them energy. Because, I mean, life is fragile, right? Like you never know what's going to happen. I don't want to scare you or too much or anything, but I think that if that message was resonating, that's just something to be mindful of. My cousin and her wife were quite codependent in their marriage, and she passed away very unexpectedly not too long ago, and she was in her early 30s. So, you know, it's definitely good to have, you know, this healthy attitude towards love. And just remind yourself that, you know, at the end of the day, you are your own individual, and it's good not to lose that. And especially not to lose your own sense of like competency and your ability to take care of yourself, okay? Again, don't want to scare you. I'm not trying to say anything crazy is going to happen. It's just something to be mindful of. Okay. So pile 2, let's end your reading with some love advice for the month of December or any final general messages your guides want to share with you. Pile 2, happy or at least content in your current partnership, December 2022. Oh my gosh, over and over again. Okay, some of you guys are being proposed. I said over and over again because the cards keep falling on the floor, not because of your card. Your card is awesome. You got marriage. You two will find peace and happiness, love each other wholeheartedly, and no matter what challenges might carry you guys apart, you will find each other. Yes, I love this. And some of you, again, are getting proposed to or getting a higher level of commitment from this person. We have old-fashioned. Babe, the old school love wins. Don't try to rush the process. It takes time to build a real, solid, and healthy relationship. Give them some time. Also, I forgot to say, ignore the gender with these cards. This could be it, is that maybe some of you guys were rushing or trying to, you were getting impatient, like when are they going to propose? When are we going to move in together? Like whatever higher level of commitment you were wanting, maybe you were moving a little too fast. But yeah, I definitely think some of you guys are getting proposed to in December. Congratulations. It says the sexual chemistry is so powerful. They have awakened a romantic and animal side of you. It can be dangerous if not handled with care. Yeah, I definitely feel like romantically things are improving. You're definitely feeling more connected to one another, which is beautiful. And then it says someone is not expressing their true feelings. Problems would get solved and your love life would be easier if both of you are open and honest. Yeah, I definitely feel like, because you did get the air sign card before, so communication is key. You know, so if you guys have been fighting or arguing more lately, definitely just express how you feel. You know, hear them out, give them space to express how they feel, and, you know, honor each other. Is anyone surprised this card came out, given the fact that we had twin flame? It says opposites. Perfect is an illusion. The two of you might be total opposites, but in that way you complete each other. You have more in common than you think. I feel like this is confirming a twin flame connection for some of you. Okay, so pile 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonated and that you enjoyed it and that it brought you some clarity or comfort. I'm not going to do my usual outro because I have several more readings to film. Wish me luck with that. I've got to get through 4 piles in pile 3, so yay. You guys take care. I hope you have the best December. Hi pile 3 singles, welcome to your reading. So I'm definitely starting to lose my voice, so be patient with me throughout this. So we have red flags, and then we have Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords, Eight of Wands, and we have home and family. I do want to read the home and family card. It says, there might be some changes coming up regarding your home situation. A relocation could also be possible. This card also stands for starting a family together. Now you're probably wondering, like, why didn't you read the red flags card? That's because I feel like this is your past. Like not being able to see red flags, being disconnected from your intuition, or repressing your emotions, that gut feeling that tells you something's off about a person, or, you know, there's an inherent incompatibility. You know, our mind lies to us a lot, you know? Like we blame our heart, but our heart knows what's up. You know, it's our mind that deceives us and lies to us. You know, our thinking is powerful, right? And so that can definitely override and get us disconnected from our intuition. That's why the Three of Swords, the card of heartbreak and loss and disappointment, is a swords card. It's not in the suit of the cups like you would think it would be, right? It's because mentally we have to learn that lesson. You know, it's our minds that deceive us. And so here with the red flags, I feel like you've learned this lesson. You're connected to your intuition. You know, you're able to trust in your own discernment and your own judgment about, you know, when someone's behavior is off, or, you know, someone seems like they would be deceitful, someone that you can't trust, or, you know, again, like if you guys just aren't compatible, you know, you're picking up on that. Now, here's the deal, and this is really interesting. This is a completely different message than what I was expecting to get for the singles reading. But definitely for those of you who were thinking about moving and you were wondering how that was going to affect your love life, it's going to be incredible for your love life. Like having a new dating pool, having a new, like just this energy of like a fresh start, you know, of new things happening for you all, I think is going to be really exciting. The Six of Swords talks about leaving behind something that was chaotic and unhealthy and toxic and difficult and challenging and stressful to moving to calmer waters. and having a gentler, easier cycle, you know, moving towards the energy of positivity. And usually with the Six of Swords too, you're being either divinely supported or there is some actual like physical assistance. You know, someone's lending you a helping hand to that Six of Swords energy. Eight of Wands talks about, you know, positive changes, big changes, major energy, manifestations coming true suddenly, unexpectedly, fast-moving energy. So for those of you who, again, are thinking about moving and wondering if that's going to be good for your love life, 100%. 100%. Like, it's going to be fantastic. And you're really going to be able to find someone that you can build a life with in this new place. It's going to give you a sense of stability and security. You could also be calling in soul family connections. So yeah, if you're thinking about moving and you've been on the fence, at least in terms of your love life, it would be a good move for you. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune here and the Ace of Swords, I actually want to clarify this. Let's clarify this, because the Wheel of Fortune talks about a fated event, you know, destiny. Ace of Swords, maybe you're having some sort of epiphany moment. Can we clarify this Wheel of Fortune here? Holy smokes, the Six of Cups. Okay. Double sixes. Okay, 6 is a great number to show up in a love reading. The energy of 6 can talk about things that are kismet, things that are meant to be. And so now we have this with the Wheel of Fortune. 6s can talk about sweetness, you know, sort of the energy of like childhood nostalgia, things that feel very sweet, very harmonious, very balanced. Ace of Swords. I think some of you are getting this like aha moment that tells you, this is why those other connections didn't work out. That's why. And that sort of wisdom, that download that you're getting is pushing you towards better connections overall, like better relationships overall, friends, family, romantic, better partnerships. But also, I'm getting the energy of soulmates here with the double sixes, because I also think of like shared past lives. We'll have to see though. I actually want to let's just cover up that red flag card. Why not? Let's get one more card, one more tarot card. I'm cheating with you guys. You guys are getting more. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Magician. So you guys are definitely manifesting positive changes in your love life. But then we also get the Emperor coming out with the Nine of Swords. So if you've been anxious, worried, having trouble sleeping, having nightmares about your love life, that is ending. And you're kind of taking control here. You're taking your power back in your love life, you know, and you're deciding like, this is what I'll settle for and this is what I won't. And I think also with the Emperor, if you're wanting to attract, you know, a divine masculine, you are attracting the best of the best with the Emperor card. Especially if you're wanting someone who could be, you know, a good parent or a good provider, you know, someone who's a little bit more traditional even. Definitely you could be manifesting that as well. Okay, I feel like we've talked enough about this. Let's move on. Yeah, things are getting suddenly, miraculously better in your love life. All right, pile 3 singles. What do we need to know for the month of December? December love prediction for pile 3 singles. Maturity. Yeah, I feel like you're just reaching such a stage of even the 6 again, repeating 6s. Okay, December 6th could be significant, given the fact that we've gotten this so much. But I really feel like you've reached this level of maturity and you understand like what you have to offer to a connection, and this expectation that other people have to come to the table with something too. You know, so you're not over giving anymore. You're not overly dependent, you know, on other people anymore. I feel like your maturity is being rewarded. And I feel like you're just trusting in spirit, and because you're doing that, your manifestations are coming to pass. Yeah, like what you've daydreamed about, is becoming your reality. True love, I told you, things are getting miraculously better in your love life. And it's because of your own spiritual maturity. It's because of your trust and faith and how you have continuously held this very clear vision of what you want in love. And so it's coming to you. Beautiful. It's like you are an energetic match for, with the 6, you are an energetic match for what you have been seeking in love. Yeah, opportunities to flirt in the month of December. You are extending your lighthearted energy to others. You are staying optimistic about your love life. All of this is paying off. You are calling in your soulmate. Get out of town. You are calling in your soulmate. Yes. Oh, I just said get out of town, and we were talking about relocation. Oh, man. That's funny. Yeah, you're calling in your soulmate. I said this in another group, but I really feel like December and January, I just have a feeling that they're going to be very significant months for soulmate reunions. Like, I strongly feel this way because I think many of us have had our patience and our commitment tested this year, and it makes sense, right, to save the very best for last, to save your soulmate for December, or, you know, clearing out the old in December and welcoming in the new in January. Seems like a great time to meet a soulmate. Okay. Pile 3. Singles love prediction for the month of December. What do we need to know, pile 3? Again, like you see red flags. You've learned this. You have learned this lesson. You have mastered it. Yeah, like I think before you were attracting people who had a fear of commitment. For some of you, maybe you had that fear, but I think for most of you, you were attracting people who had a fear of commitment. Yeah, I feel like whoever your next partner is, you are 100% like going to still be with them by summer next year, June, July, August. Like I definitely feel like whoever this soulmate is, they're not someone who's just gonna be in your life and then gone again. They're definitely going to be someone who stays in your life. It also feels like they're gonna be like the sun in winter. You know what I mean? Like they're the light coming back in the darkest of seasons. And just take that if it resonates. You know, you can take that definitely like metaphorically as well, like if it's not winter in December for you all. They could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or this could be your sign. I also just feel like this is going to be a new adventure for you. Yeah. 100% with this triggered card, emotional, provoked, overthinking. Like, I feel like this is like your past. Like you were just meeting people who would emotionally trigger you, people who were avoidant, people who made you feel anxious. Yeah, it was just very unstable. Like I feel like that's what you're leaving behind. Yeah, peace. This is what you're welcoming in. Like just having your own peace of mind, having harmonious relationships, crossroads. I feel like for some of you, this is speaking to that move that we were picking up on. But I also feel like you're going to have different options in love for sure in the month of December. And there may be some key decisions that you have to make. I'll be honest, with this not yet card, I don't think you're meeting your soulmate in December, but I definitely feel like you could be at a crossroads in your life where, because you have reached this level of spiritual maturity and you're trusting in the signs and your own inner wisdom, that is setting you up to meet your soulmate sometime next year. For certain. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're definitely due for this. And the timing is going to be a little bit different for everyone, but you are calling in your soulmate. Yeah, I just feel like you have such a respect for yourself now. Like you really recognize your own inner strength. Many of you are ready for a fresh start, a new beginning. Some of you may have just left a bad romantic partnership, that kind of thing. I feel like you're very connected to your heart. Spirit is also telling me that the timing of you meeting your soulmate is a bit in flux because there's something going on with your soulmate right now. There's something that something that they are having to clear out or heal or process from. Yeah, I feel like you're a little bit further along than they are. Not by much, but I do feel like you're a little bit ahead of them. Like you guys are almost in exact alignment, but not quite. I feel like you're a little bit here and they're about here. Like you guys are almost in alignment. Yeah, manifestation, like you're trying to manifest your soulmate here. You're trying to call them in. A life partner, your future spouse, swan's mate for life. So some of you are trying to manifest your future spouse here. Silver waterfall. This is like, I keep saying this is like the best card in this deck, and it's come up a lot today, which again makes me very happy. Yeah, 100%. Like I feel like if you were like questioning, like, am I manifesting this? Am I doing this whole manifestation thing right? Am I calling in my future spouse? Am I calling in my soulmate, my true love? Like, am I doing this right? I feel like the silver waterfall is reassurance that you are, like you are in energetic alignment to what you are seeking, which is, you know, soulmate, true love, future spouse, whatever terminology you want to use, you are in alignment with that, because the rainbow here talks about like the 10 of cups. We have two birds of a feather flocking together. We have crystals here showing spiritual protection. We have the swans repeating, so swans mate for life. So there you go, life partner. And then you have this waterfall, this continuous love that is nurturing all of this abundance that's growing around it, right? The butterfly signifying that you two, whoever this future partner is, can go through difficult cycles and challenges and grow together and grow stronger together. And that through loving this person, you come to love yourself more deeply as well. And then we have the lotus flower, even in, again, like the mud, the challenging cycles, you will still bloom, you will still grow together. Through those difficult cycles, you will have someone to hold your hand and to be a true partner, a true team player to you. Sunflower signifying maturity and resiliency. Yeah, beautiful. So we have, oh, I forgot to say with these cards here, just ignore the gender. So it says opposites. Perfect is an illusion. The two of you will be total opposites, but in that way you complete each other. You have more in common than you think. So that's a little clue about the soulmate that you're calling in. Yeah, I feel like you've learned a lot about your past connections because we have this blowing smoke card. It says, they're just blowing smoke in your face. Don't trust everything they tell you. Remember, actions speak louder than words. Yeah, like you can spot those red flags a mile away. You know when someone's telling you a lie. And then we have trust that your love life is being divinely guided and protected. Your angels know exactly how much information you can handle right now. Beautiful. And then we have bottom of the deck, your mirror. Whatever you believe to be true, your lover will mirror back. Get to know what's really going on inside of you and confront your fears. Okay, so if there was any last thing to work on, you know, while you're waiting to meet this person, would be to work on your self-love here, because whatever you believe to be true, your partner will mirror back to you. So if you believe that you're worthy and deserving of the highest possible vibrational love, then that's what you will get. If you believe that you are unlovable and that there is something inherently wrong with you and that you're never going to be good enough, your partners are going to mirror that back to you. Okay, so Spirit just wants you to be aware of that in the meantime. But as of right now, you are in energetic alignment with what you want. Yes, you are manifesting your soulmate, your future spouse, your true love. You can feel confident in that right now. As of right now, as of like when you are watching this reading, you are doing everything right and you are on track to meeting the one, soulmate reunion, again, whatever you're trying to call in, you're doing it. So, yay. Pile 3, this was your reading. I'm not going to do my usual outro because I still have 3 more readings to film, but I'm wishing you all the very best of luck in the month of December. Take care of yourself, and I will see y'all. Y'all? Yeah, I'll see y'all. I started to say you guys, and then I started to say y'all, and then lost my way. But yeah, I'll see y'all in my next one. Hi, pile three. So if you are dating or in a situationship, some sort of complicated, undefined thing, you are in the right place. This is your December love prediction. So we have karmic relationship. This connection serves as a catalyst to prepare you for real and high vibrational love. You are feeling very pulled to this person. Therefore, it appears to be the real thing, but it is not. Integrate the lessons that need to be learned. We have the Seven of Wands, we have the Fool card, the Nine of Pentacles, and then we have Judgment. We have delays and blocks. Your current love situation is affected by delays and blocks. These blocks may manifest as a result from someone not fully opening up to a situation or facing something. And then your bottom of the deck is my favorite, the Queen of Wands. So this is Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius energy. So I'll go ahead and say, I'm starting to lose my voice, so just be patient with me throughout this reading. If I seem a little breathless or like it's kind of difficult for me to speak, it's because it is. So just be mindful of that, or be patient with me. Okay. So, man, y'all, as I was reading that out, you were probably like, damn, Bethany, like, can't you tell me some good news? I can tell you some good news. It's just a bit of a journey, okay? It's just a bit of a journey. Okay. Y'all have been attracting, dating, messing around with some people who are not really energetically what you're wanting, and they're not really quite at your level. Look at this Fool card. Look at how her little fists are clenched, her cheeks are rosy. She looks like the Fool card is supposed to be happy-go-lucky, free, naive, new love. You know, it's supposed to be kind of stupid happy, right? It's the Fool, and this Fool, Sailor Moon, she looks sad. It's like, this is kind of like the aftermath. Like, she's jumped off the cliff, she's opened her heart up, you know, she's putting herself out there, she's dating, and she's putting in all the work with the Seven of Wands, and nothing's happening, you know? Like, she's just, you know, encountering people who, you know, aren't hitting on 2 cents, essentially, you know, like people who are putting in very little efforts, people who show up late to dates, you know, people who don't call or text you back for days, you know, people who seem like they're only interested in your physical body, or people who just use you even as their therapist, you know, people who use you for rides to places, you know, like it may be like real bad. People who are emotionally avoidant, they just give you enough hope that things are going to get better, but really they have no intention of changing. That's kind of like what you're dealing with. And because you are still giving your energy and your time and your resources and your lovable, wonderful nature to these people or person who's not hitting on 2 cents, that is delaying your progress towards meeting someone that you karmically deserve, because you've been honest, you've been good, you've been a stand-up person, and these karmic kind of connections, situationships, are just meant to tell you that you deserve better. They're not a punishment because you're a bad person. In fact, they're proof that you're a good person, because Spirit cares enough to send you these lessons to say, hey, aren't you tired of settling for breadcrumbs? Hey, aren't you tired of settling for breadcrumbs? Spirit, with this Judgment card in particular, this is Sailor Mars. It's like Spirit wants you to get a little bit mad. You know, Spirit wants to make you just a little bit angry, so you're like, I deserve better. I deserve better than this crap. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of putting in all the work and y'all give me nothing. 9 of Pentacles. You're giving me breadcrumbs? I deserve the 9 of Pentacles. I deserve my wish coming true. I deserve someone who is stable, someone who has their life together. Nine of Pentacles, that's someone who has their life together. That's someone who's hardworking, someone who has their ducks in a row, someone who's responsible. Some of you are like with some real childish, like immature energy. Like you deserve someone who acts like an adult. 100% that's what you deserve. And you're the Queen of Wands. Like I don't care, again, what your gender is. You are showing up as the Queen of Wands. This is divine feminine energy. Look at how she's like thrusting her heart forward. Like she's completely in alignment with her heart chakra. Like she knows herself. And the Queen of Wands, like, this is someone who's like charming and fun to be around. Someone who, you know, has a great sense of humor. Someone who's smart, creative, passionate. Everyone loves the Queen of Wands. Who doesn't want to be around the Queen of Wands? And you got these like jokers around you who have you convinced that you're like a page. Like, you know, they're a page. Like, no shame to the pages, because they definitely have their place. But you deserve better than this. Like, you're crying over people who are not worth the energy. Like, to be blunt, they're just not worth it. And so, I feel like the message here is like, how long do you want to prolong your happiness? Because there are some people in your life that are nothing more than a delay, right? Like, pile 3. Pile 3. Like, Spirit wants you to awaken. Awaken to who you are. The feather here, they're trying to send you signs about this. Like, they really want you... Okay, the Egyptians. Their idea was that if you put a heart on a scale with a feather, the heart should be as light as a feather. The scale should be balanced. You shouldn't be living with regrets, right? You have a heart as light as a feather, okay? Like, you have a good and pure heart. You have all of this good karma built up. But it's like, I can't bring you what you deserve because you are so fixated on these people, again, who aren't hitting on 2 cents. Like, that phrase just keeps repeating. Like, a lot of you are wanting someone that you can build a home with, that you can build a family with, someone that, at the very least, can hold your heart, someone who's not going to drop it, someone that makes you feel secure, safe, stable, and you're not getting it. And I don't know if it's because you're hung up with people from your past. Maybe you're hung up on an ex. You're still talking to an ex. I don't know. You're caught up in the nostalgia. Yeah, some of you guys are still talking to an ex. You're caught up in the nostalgia and you're not seeing the truth of the matter. Yeah, some of you guys are afraid of the unknown. It's like, I would rather stay with the devil that I know. Yep. Some of it's like control issues. You don't trust Spirit to bring you the right person. Or you are dealing with people who are quite controlling. And then some of you just have this issue. You know, like you got some walls up, your heart is guarded. Or you're dealing with people, again, like this, who are very emotionally avoidant. You can't get in. And you keep trying and you keep trying and trying, and it's just like hitting a brick wall, you know? Like, why try that hard? Kind of like hurt people, like you're just attracting that. Pile 3. Let go of control issues. We were picking that up with strings. Yeah, some of you guys, like, just allow your romantic life to unfold naturally. Like, just follow your intuition. Like, if you feel, for some reason, like you wake up on a Thursday and you just feel like going to the park and you don't know why, go to the park. That could be like where you meet someone who is actually going to be good for you. Let your friends help you. Interesting. So you could meet someone through your friends in the month of December. And it says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, honeymoon. Yeah, you definitely could be meeting someone better in the month of December. But maybe you just need to take advice from maybe your friends have been telling you, like, stop messing with these people. Let that person go. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Some of you could also benefit just from going on a vacation, like a solo trip. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Yeah, we've talked about that in another reading that, you know, a lot of our issues from childhood, especially attachment issues with parents, plays out in our romantic love life as an adult. You know, there's attachment theory. There's a whole, you know, like anxiously attached people tend to attract avoidant people, and it's like a match made in hell, essentially. So you could be finding you attract situations like that. So yeah, remember, healing family issues is for your own benefit. It's not because that person necessarily deserves forgiveness or because they apologized. It's for your own mental and emotional well-being. And then bottom of the deck, we have soulmate. So I feel like, you know, it's like better connections want to come in, but there has to be space for that. You know, your attention can't be taken up by your ex or, you know, the same people you've been messing around with that just have no intention of giving you like what you need and what you deserve. Pile 3, your love life in December 2022. Yeah, like a lot of this is Spirit saying, like, I mean, you're going to get there eventually, but do you want to take the long road or do you want to take the short road to this? Like, how long do you want to stay in this, like, holding pattern of, you know, different person, same BS? Like, how long do you want to do that for? You know, because you could just trust in us. That would be the other option. That would actually be the shorter road. Healing, yeah, difficult self-truths, acknowledgement, inner work. So definitely December is a month of healing, a month of trusting in divine timing, having patience, and understanding that, like, you have choices here. Y'all are going through a glow up in December. I'm so happy for you. Like, you deserve that. You deserve to awaken to how incredible you are, Pile 3. Fire sign. You could be attracting a Queen of Wands. You could be attracting this, actually. Or attracting someone who, you know, matches your own energy, because we were talking about people who are at your level here. Yep, moving on from karmic cycles, ending past patterns. December is a great month to do that because then you can start off the new year without any delay or block. Yeah, I feel like that's the key. Like, leaving those karmic people in the past, moving on, that's the key to this wish fulfillment and this true love coming in. So, there we go. Okay, let's get these cards next. Pile 3, dating or in a situationship, December 2022, love prediction. We have sexual freedom here. So you could be having some fun in the month of December. I'm not going to get too much into that because I want to keep it PG. We have connection here. And then we have chivalry. Okay. If y'all act quickly, if y'all act like very quickly and cut off like this person or these people, you could definitely, I'm seeing a cardinal outside my window now. I always think of soulmates with cardinals. By the end of December or even like early January, you could be calling in someone who is like the full package, you know, like what you've been wanting, like someone who physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, intellectually, someone who ticks all your boxes, right? Like someone who really truly fulfills you, someone who can offer you that Two of Cups energy, someone who is gonna rise to the occasion and do all of the things and more that you wish these other people would do or other person would do for you. You know, like someone who goes out of their way to pamper you and adore you. Like someone, you're gonna go from people treating you like trash to having someone who like puts you on a pedestal a little bit. Like, you're gonna be like, wow, like this person really adores me, they really admire me, they really respect me. And it may even make you a little uncomfortable, like how much this person wants to take care of you. But I think like ultimately if you expressed like, hey, like, you know, can you tone it down a little bit, because I'm picking up this energy that your true love, or this person that you're calling in, your soulmate, is definitely going to be someone who's a giver. And if you're just used to people taking from you and you're used to the role of being a giver, that could definitely be a new experience, something to adjust to. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, this looks very positive. Also, again, I really feel like some of you would benefit from a vacation. Some of you would benefit from a trip somewhere. For sure, for certain. Okay. Let's get some love advice and then we will be done. So, love advice for pile 3 in December. You're kind of like, Bethany, this has been nothing but advice. Like, all I've been doing is getting a lecture, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, pile 3. But it is what it is. Some months will be like this. Okay. Pile 3, advice from Spirit or general messages to end your reading here. Dating or in a complicated situationship. Okay. And again, just ignore the gender of this deck, okay? All right, we have smell the roses, girl. Stop and smell the roses. Don't forget to see the beauty beyond your ambitions and enjoy the little things in your life. Yeah, I feel like don't be so focused on your love life that you close out everything else, okay? Like, just enjoy your life, live your best life, focus on you, do you, and the right person's gonna come in at the right time. We have be vulnerable. Allow them to see your true feelings. Being vulnerable is the only way to allow your heart to experience true pleasure. Dare to love openly. Some of you guys, this is a message to not play games, okay? When this person comes in, don't be like the people who hurt you, okay? Don't leave this person on red for 3 weeks. Don't do it. Don't play into these power dynamics, okay? Like, I'm not saying be overly eager or anything like that, but don't play the mind games, okay? You wouldn't want someone doing that to you. We have lead the way. Instead of falling into situations, realize you have the power to pick and choose who is worthy of your time and energy. Man, for the situation group to get this, don't just fall into situations, okay? You pick and choose who you want to be with. It says, shaky ground. If you doubt yourself, the foundation may be unstable or questionable and likely to break down. It's time to evaluate the relationship. Yeah, like these karmic connections, they're never going to be on stable ground. It's time to evaluate. Let's get one more card for you guys. Okay, we have goddess vibes. Don't be afraid to be different. Allow your inner goddess or God to radiate. After you meet her, you'll never be the same. Honor the divine feminine. Yeah, be in the divine feminine energy regardless of your gender, because that's the energy of receptivity. You know, just go with the flow. Again, this person's going to come in at the right time. You don't have to force it. All right, so pile 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. I know it was a little bit of tough love from your guides today, but I mean, I think you needed to hear it, and I hope it was helpful. I'm not going to go through my usual outro today because I, have filmed a lot of readings and I'm losing my voice, so take care. I'm wishing you the best in the month of December, and I'll see you in my next one. Hi Pile 3, so if you are unhappy in your current partnership, this is your December love prediction. I'm losing my voice and I'm also having to charge my phone, so the cord is kind of cutting across me here. So just be patient with me. I think it'll be fine. So we have self-love. Accepting and loving yourself is the key in either attracting or maintaining a healthy relationship. Focus on what makes you unique without comparing yourself to others. You are unconditionally loved by the universe. We have the Hierophant. We have the Queen of Wands. This is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, as well as Divine Feminine energy. I forgot to say the Hierophant is Taurus energy. We have the Four of Compacts, or the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands, and we also have one more try. I still love you. Give your relationship another chance. This card is a sign that this connection is not over and that both parties still have a path to go on together. It is worth fighting for this love. Wow. I'll tell you, Pile 3, none of the other piles had this message. Like the other two groups that had unhappy in this connection reading, they were like, cut your losses, get out. You know? It was a completely different message. So I hope that's reassuring to you if you were wanting to stay in this connection. Ultimately, you have free will, you know, like this is just guidance. This is not telling you what to do. But I think out of all three groups, this is the most positive for this particular subsection. So I think it's interesting here. You see how she's all in green, and then he here is holding this little green pendant, right? This little green star. And so I kind of feel like this is saying your person, whether you identify with the Hierophant or the Queen of Wands, doesn't really matter. It's telling me that you're still connected. Like this Queen of Wands looks like she's pulling away, right? She's pulling away, and yet her hand is still reaching back to the Hierophant. And he is holding like the key essentially to her heart. Like there's still a soul tie here. So you're very much still emotionally connected to this person. I think that the issue here in your relationship is that with the Five of Wands, there's too much competing for your attention or their attention. You know, there's too much else going on that the focus hasn't been on the romantic partnership in quite some time. And so the advice here from Spirit is saying, like, focus on your self-love, you know, focus on your self-worth, and, you know, kind of heal that, because there's something there about not feeling good enough, not feeling like you're getting enough attention from your partner, feeling like you have to seek it elsewhere, right? Like, you know, I'm not getting attention from my partner. I'm not feeling loved by my partner. I'm not feeling attracted to them. I feel ignored by them. Okay, I feel like I need to seek this out from other people. You know, like someone here is pulling away their energy. And with the Four of Pentacles, like there is a solid foundation. There is, you know, but things have gotten in the way. You know, it's like these Five Wands have disrupted this stable foundation. And Spirit is saying, like, it is worth another try. If you want to give it another try, Spirit would support that. Spirit would say, like, yes, like, there's enough mutual respect, love, and affection here to rebuild from. You know, this may be a difficult cycle, but it doesn't have to be the end. And no relationship is perfect. Yeah, let's get some more oracle cards about this. Like someone here feels neglected and the other person feels like I put in so much effort and it's not reciprocated. And someone here with the self-love card could be that someone here is just feeling very insecure. You know, when you feel like you're not good enough in a connection and then that insecurity inspires jealousy. Like I'm picking up on like Ross and Rachel during their very first breakup, where Ross was convinced that she was cheating on him with Mark just because she was working so hard at her new job, and it's just because she was really passionate about being given that opportunity and didn't want to mess it up. And then he interpreted that as her pulling away and that she was seeing someone else, and he let his insecurities make him bitter, and she had no choice but to say, like, we need to take a break, and then, you know, that whole can of worms. So something like that could be going on as well. I feel like if you can hang in there, things will get better by June, July, August. So this isn't, Spirit is acknowledging, like, this isn't going to get better overnight. Like, this is going to take some time to get either back to where you were or to a better place than you've ever been. It is going to take work. Like, not saying this is going to be easy. And I know that sounds like a long time from December, but I mean, it's 6 months, you know, to June. Yeah, there's definitely an ability here for a new beginning, for healing of past issues and conflicts. You know, like the lotus flower emerges from the mud. That can be your connection. Yeah, like what you're wishing for to happen in your relationship, you know, like what the wish that you have, like how you wish things would improve can happen with work, like, but you have to try. And of course, your partner has to try too. You know, it's not all just on you. Yeah, definitely, like, if you've been fighting a lot, there can be peace between you two. And I feel like Spirit wouldn't be recommending that this love was worth another try if they didn't feel like, if your guys didn't feel like your partner would be willing to work on it, I feel like they would tell you maybe consider walking away. But the fact that they have said this love is worth another go tells me that your partner likely is willing to work on this as well. Yeah, they're saying don't lose hope, don't lose faith. Like, things can get better in this connection. Yeah, your partner has a lot of regret. And you probably do too. Yeah, a lot of regret about how certain things were handled. Or certain things they said or did, you know, getting angry in the moment. And I do feel like things aren't as bad as they seem. Things aren't as hopeless as they seem. You may be imagining, like, worst case scenario. Yeah, and I feel like you really got to listen to your own inner guidance, as well as notice what they are really saying. Because I feel like there's definitely miscommunication problems here. Like, they say something and you interpret it in the worst possible way, and they do the same to you. It's like you're talking past each other, not to each other. And you're listening to respond, not listening to hear. It feels like a mutual energy, because it feels like it's just this energy of being, like, just so mad, so triggered, and you know, like, you're bringing out the worst in each other. Yeah, like, you just gotta let go of those. You see how this moon is, like, being turned here, like, on its side? Like, just let go of those past arguments. Like, you just gotta let it, like, just agree to disagree or leave it in the past. Like, if they have made a mistake or you have made a mistake, it cannot be continuously brought up. You know, like, if you're going to forgive them, forgive them. And the same goes, like, for you, too. If there's something that you did that you need forgiveness on. Yeah, definitely. Like, there's an opportunity here for a fresh start and for renewed commitment. 100%. Again, I would say by summer next year or June, July, August, if you put in the work now, if you start in December, that's when you could feel like, okay, like, we've really come to a total fresh start. Like, we've really just did, like, a full 180 in our relationship for the better. Let's see. Yeah, some of you, codependency issues, control issues, that insecurity, you know, like how Ross wanted Rachel, you know, to spend all of her extra time with him. And she's like, you know, I got to put in these extra hours at my job right now. Can you just understand that? It's not always going to be like this, but for right now, like, I need to show them that I can do well in this. And he just couldn't support her in that. You know, he was thinking about his own needs, his own insecurities. Yeah, like, Some of you too, like you just have this vision in your mind of like what a perfect relationship is, and Spirit's saying like it's just not realistic. Yeah, there's a lot of heart healing that's going to happen, but you can have security with this person. Like you can build a home, a life, a future with this person. You guys can have fun together again. Like you just have to let go of this idea of like what an ideal relationship looks like. It's just not realistic. And again, like, not saying you guys haven't hurt each other or you haven't made mistakes, but if you're willing to work on it, that heart can be healed. You can stitch up those wounds, because I do think both of you have hurt each other. I don't think it's one-sided. And if this isn't resonating, I mean, maybe go back to the groups again, because your message again is totally different than the other two. So different. Like, they were night, your day is kind of the energy. Some of you all, there may be some either insecurities or issues related to like your physical intimacy. So I would definitely say, like, if you choose to work on this, that could be an area of your relationship that's improving. Yeah, emotional and physical intimacy with emotional freedom. Yeah, that's beautiful. That card hasn't come out today, so life purpose. Okay, yeah, Spirit is kind of rooting for you guys. Like, Spirit is hoping for the best for you too. Spirit's like, your guides are like, come on, kids, like, you can do it. Y'all can get back on track. It's gonna be all right. It's so cute. It's so sweet. And again, totally opposite from everybody else's reading. Yeah, Spirit is really rooting for you guys. Again, I want to underscore like your free will. The Spirit is really rooting for you guys. Like, yeah, like you may be in sort of like a winter season of your relationship, but spring will come again, summer will come again. Like, you can get through it if you choose to work on it. And you two being together does raise the vibration of the collective. You're just going through a rough patch, and that's okay. What's the advice for pile 3 for those who are not happy in their current partnership? Advice for December, Spirit. This is going to end your reading here. We have set goals. This is not a time to focus on love, but set goals and crush them. Love will find you when you least expect it, so don't go searching for it. I feel like this card right here is saying some of you have just put sort of like your happiness in the hands of your partner, and you have put so much pressure on this being perfect or this person being sort of responsible for your happiness. This could also be your partner's energy if this isn't you. And Spirit is saying you need to have a more balanced approach. Like, that's part of the problem, is that you're putting so much anxiety and perfectionism into your relationship instead of just giving it some breathing space with emotional freedom. Like, focus on your goals, whether that's work, career, personal self-development, spiritual goals. Focus a little bit more on yourself, because we did get the self-love card in the beginning. So, like, yeah, work on your relationship, but part of working on your relationship would actually be to work on yourself a little bit. And again, that may be your partner's energy and not yours, but it did come through. Okay, it says, you may be surprised by someone's act of kindness. Be open to small gestures or any proposals that come your way. Embrace the gift. I feel like this is like a peace offering from your partner. You know, like, and I think it's going to surprise you, and Spirit is saying, be open to it. Be open to it. Like, they are making an effort. Yeah. It says, begin to understand the truth of a situation, even if it's difficult and painful. Spend some time alone to help bring clarity and make peace with it. You have to make peace with what has happened in your relationship. You know, like, that's what we were talking about. Like, if they've made a mistake or you've made a mistake, both of you guys have messed up, both of you have hurt each other, or again, maybe it's just on their side. you have to acknowledge it. Like, it does have to come to the surface, but once you two work together, and if you decide you want to forgive them, they're going to forgive you, whatever the case may be, forgive each other, then you have to move on. You know, but you have to give yourself time to emotionally process it. So it's not sweeping it under the rug. Like, yes, get it out in the open, but go through that process of healing and forgiving together. But it can't be the one thing that you throw in their face 5 years from now when you're having an argument. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want a relationship like that. Okay. It says queen vibes. Yeah, I feel like it says you stepped up your game. Now let him meet you there. Don't dare take off your crown for him or anyone. Remember that. Also ignore the gender with these cards. But yeah, I do feel like work on yourself. Let your partner meet you there. And if they can't meet you there, then yeah, let it go. But I think Spirit is saying they will meet you there. You know, like if you empower yourself, they will meet you there. If you choose to love yourself, they will meet you there. Like, there's definitely a chance here for reconciliation, for things to get better, to have a fresh start. And then we have let go of anger. Give yourself permission to feel anger and resentment. Breathe and then let it go with love, and forgive yourself for not knowing better. And this could also be obviously forgiving them if you choose to stay in this connection. And this could, again, be like a mutual thing, like maybe you messed up too. All right, pile 3. This was your reading. I hope it resonated. Again, you have free will. Do whatever you think is best, but this is the guidance at this time. And I'm not going to do my usual outro because I'm really trying to preserve my voice, and I got one more reading to do. So I'm wishing you all the very best, lots of healing energy, and yeah, take care of yourself, pile 3. I'll see you in my next one. Hi, pile 3. So if you are in a committed, happy partnership, or you're at the very least content in your current partnership, you're in the right place. I am losing my voice because, of course, you're the very last reading that I'm filming, so just be patient with me. I also have my phone charging, so the cord's kind of cutting across me here. So again, just patience with me. Your reading's very interesting. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I might have to get some clarifiers, but we have manifest your soulmate, and then we have 7 of Swords, we have 6 of Cups, we have 8 of Cups, we have 7 of Compacts or 7 of Pentacles, we have intimacy. Allow yourself to become spiritually, emotionally, and physically intimate with one another. Real sensuality and sexuality aren't based on physical looks only. Your energy is what makes you attractive and sexy. And then I got an extra card for you all because I was confused. So I got rigid. There are invisible walls around you preventing love to come in. In order to experience love, you need to open yourself up and let your guard down. This is kind of a rough message. I am going to get some clarifiers. Your bottom of the deck was the 5 of Swords. So I am going to get some clarifiers for you all, but right off the bat, it feels like to me like Spirit is saying, we get that you're all right, like in your current partnership, like we see that, we understand that, we get that, but are you certain that this is the one for you? Are you certain that this is the best person for you? I know, right? Like, not expecting to get that message whatsoever. But the 7 of Swords talks about deceit. It talks about lies. It talks about betrayal. It talks about someone draining your energy, stealing your resources, someone being unfaithful, someone being sneaky, someone being sketchy. Then we have the 8 of Cups, which talks about walking away from something that doesn't serve you. We have the 7 of Pentacles, which talks about patience, but it can also talk about a failed endeavor. And then we have the Six of Cups, which actually is a great card, you know? It can talk about harmony, balance, childhood nostalgia. It's a very sweet energy, love it. So what I'm picking up for some of you are settling, and you're telling yourself that this person is enough. And so the Seven of Swords is actually talking about you lying to yourself. And Spirit is saying, you know, you are kind of like patiently waiting for this to transform, and it's just not going to. Like, it is what it is. Like, some of you have fallen in love with the potential of someone and not who they actually are. And some of you may in some ways be like very compatible with this person, but in other ways you're not. And Spirit is saying, like, we want you to experience like true intimacy, like on every level. And we have someone actually better in mind for you than this person. But as it stands now, like, you like this person because they don't push you. You know, like, you like this person because you're able to keep your walls up. You're not like head over heels in love with this person, and so there's safety in that, right? Because at the end of the day, like, if they left you, if they walked away, it wouldn't hurt that much because it's not true love. Yeah, that's a rough message, pile 3. That's a rough message. For others of you, this could potentially be talking about cheating, but that may just be for one of you. I do think for most of you, it's that first message. We're going to get some more tarot, though, because I wasn't expecting that. I'm sure you weren't expecting that clicking on this reading. So, Spirit, can you enlighten us? Can you help us a little bit here? Get some more information. The Three of Pentacles. Spirit is saying, like, it's not this hard. Like, it shouldn't be this hard. You're forcing it. You're forcing it. You're forcing something that's really not there. Like, Spirit's saying, like, acts can't go on forever. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, like, you're trying to convince yourself that this is more than what it actually is. Yeah, like, you see, like, it's like you're intently looking at this rock and trying to make it a diamond, but it's just not. That's just not what it is. That's not the connection. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of new to exploring your emotions. Or again, like, you've been burned so much in the past, you're only comfortable giving so much of yourself. And Spirit is saying, like, it's okay. Like, you know, it's okay for you to just have a relationship that's just good enough. Like, if that's what you're comfortable with right now, that's okay. It's okay for you to just have this companionship, that's fine. But don't get stuck in it. Like, it's okay if it's short term, but we would recommend you see that you can have more. And don't think that you can't have more, that you don't deserve more, or that you can't do any better. Because there is a better partner for you. There is a soulmate connection out there for you. Who's their soulmate? Who is their soulmate? Who is the soulmate that their guides are speaking of for pile 3? Who are they speaking of? Someone who is adventurous. Someone who's fun-loving. Someone who's very kind. Open-hearted. Someone who is optimistic. Someone who's quite peaceful. Someone who has a very calming energy. So they're very fun to be around. Someone who, yeah, has a very light, fun energy, but it's very calming, very soothing energy. Let's see, anything else, Spirit, that we should know about? Six of Pentacles. Someone who's very giving, but they don't overgive. Someone who knows their worth. Someone who, again, very balanced person. So it's like you're the Page of Cups, right? Kind of new to the whole feelings thing. They would be new to building up like their financial abundance, like someone who has just started their own business, or someone who just graduated from a degree program, or you know, someone who just started a new job, something like that. Like both of you are in new chapters, kind of. Some of you may already be aware of this. This person would be a wish come true though with the Star card. And what a difference, right? From that Emperor trying to make a diamond from something that's just not going to transform, to holding like a wish coming true in your hand. Yeah. Whew, that was not what I was expecting. Oh man, I don't know. You guys might be mad at me for that message. It's quite specific though, isn't it? I don't know. Like, I mean, it's kind of up to you how your love life goes in December. Like, you can keep, you know, like, frolicking along. Okay, and this okay. And because there's nothing, like, that I'm picking up that's seriously wrong here. Like, it seems more like you're just lying to yourself more than anything. Yeah, out of fear. You're afraid. Some of you guys just think that you can't do any better. You've had your heart broken so much in the past. It's difficult for you to trust. It's hard for you to trust. And so you think you're better off being in this so-so relationship. You know, you may be dating someone who, you know, maybe they're not quite at your level, and that makes you feel secure and content, like, well, they're not going to leave me because they're grateful to be with me kind of energy. And Spirit is saying, like, you know, anyone will cheat on you. Anyone will, you know, sort of lie to you or deceive you. Like, there's no guarantees in love, right? Like, we have to trust in our intuition. We have to seek out people who energetically like match us, people with good character and values. But you can't, I want to phrase this right, you can't date someone that you think is less attractive than you, or someone who doesn't have as many financial resources as you, or isn't as confident as you are, or, you know, you can't date down, I guess. I don't really like saying that, but you can't choose someone that you feel like isn't really at your level in hopes that that will, you know, secure your heart and prevent your heart from being broken. Like, oh man, I don't want to be mean, but like Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? Beyonce is an extremely attractive woman. Jay-Z is not a super physically attractive man, okay? And he still cheated on her. Still. Like, there's no, like, you can't say, like, oh, well, of course they're never going to cheat on me because I look so good. No. Like, it doesn't work like that. And, again, like, I'm trying to be, like, so, I don't want to, like, rank people, right? Like, your worth is not defined by your physical attractiveness. So I hope it's not coming out in a bad way. But I feel like Spirit is just saying, like, you can't choose someone out of convenience, or because you think that they're never going to be capable of breaking your heart. Or, you know, if you date someone that you're not physically attractive to, you're not going to get your heart broken. Like, it doesn't really work like that. You know? I hope this is making sense. I feel like I'm losing my way in trying to explain this. Like, oh man. I don't want you guys to think I'm being superficial, or that, man, I don't want you to feel like your guides are judging you on this. And, you know, you don't always have to be, like, looking for the one. You know, not everyone's out here to get married, but it's just like Spirit is saying, like, you deserve real love, though. You know, like you deserve to feel, more intensity in your emotions. Like, it's kind of like they're telling me watered down feelings. Like that's the quality of love that you're experiencing right now. Like, it's very watered down. So part of this is a need for more self-love, a need to say yes to new experiences and put yourself out there more, and really a lifestyle change, because I feel like some of you are closing yourself off just from opportunities in general for connections, like even friendships. Yeah, and trusting in spirit, you know, like trusting spirit will, yeah, some of you are coming to this realization in December, you know, like that you do have other options and other choices available to you. Some of you could be meeting somebody at the gym or while you're working out. Yeah, you've been choosing things based upon fear. Like you've made a fear-based decision here. Like well, this person feels safe. Like, you know, I don't feel that strongly about them, so I don't think they're going to break my heart, and they're good enough for the time being. Some of you may be taking a trip or meeting someone who's traveling, and it's going to put you at a crossroads. Some of you are going to have to decide between two different people in the month of December. That's a more specific message, but I just think in general, Spirit's like wanting you to consider, like if there's someone better, because I don't feel like they're super into your current partnership. Oh man, it's such an awful message, but it's like what, I mean, I was hoping to tell you like, oh, you're gonna get engaged or something. Like, what a group. Pile 3, that was my hand slipping there. There we go. Oh yeah. Yep, some of you guys are meeting somebody else in December, and that's what's kicking off this whole, I think, internal crisis. Because you gotta decide. Like, do you want to give your current relationship a chance, or do you want to pursue this new person? And Spirit is saying, like, you gotta free yourself from this indecision. Obviously, we kind of know which way Spirit wants you to go, but again, ultimately, like, you have free will in this situation. For some of you, this could also be someone from your past returning. That would be interesting. I just realized that. It's a more specific message, though. It's not going to resonate for everybody. Spirit. They're like, your soulmate's coming in to shake things up. Yeah. I just feel like Spirit like wants you to see that like there's more out there. It's like they want you to be swept off your feet. You know, they want you to experience like real love. Yeah. And some of you may have been unconsciously manifesting your soulmate this whole time because you were feeling a lack in your current partnership. That's also a possibility here. Oh, pile 3. I just don't know how you all are going to react to this reading, and it does make me a little bit nervous, but I definitely read what I see. Like, because I feel like there's a responsibility when I do these readings. Like, I can't just tell you what you want to hear. I try not to soften it too much, and I know that sometimes it makes you all upset with me, but I'm not... I don't know, like I just, especially to your guides, like if they're giving me these messages, I don't want to be disrespectful and just change the message to suit my own needs. Like, you know, I definitely, you know, have to read what I see here. And so, I don't know. You know, I don't know how you're going to react to it. I don't know how you're going to feel about it. Some of you may say, like, yeah, I'm aware of this. Like, you know, I'm content, but I'm not really happy. I get it. But, yeah. It is ultimately your choice, though, what you want to do. Okay, pile 3. December love advice from your guides or general messages to end your reading. We have overthinking. Your mind is going round in circles trying to find a way through the confusion. Breathe. Whatever choice you make, let it come from the heart. Oh, that's the best message you could have gotten, pile 3. Whatever choice you make, let it come from the heart. And then we have old-fashioned. You do have to ignore the gender with these cards. It says, babe, the old school love wins. Don't try to rush the process. It takes time to build a real solid, healthy relationship. Give him some space. I kind of feel like this will be great for you because we got that rigid card in the beginning. So definitely like taking things slow and steady. Like even if your soulmate comes in, you leave your current partnership, you pursue this new romantic connection, still taking time, you know, to build that solid foundation because that's a big change, like to leave one connection and pursue another. So just be patient with yourself as well as your soulmate if you choose to do that, you know. Wow, this has come up a lot. It says, be vulnerable. Allow them to see your true feelings. Being vulnerable is the only way to allow your heart to experience true pleasure. Dare to love openly. That's the name of the game. Like, you can't experience true love unless you open yourself up to the risk of heartbreak. And so that's why, like, it's good to have boundaries, but you don't want to have walls because that blocks you from experiencing true and complete intimacy. We have angel messages. Pay attention and observe what is happening within and around you. Your angels are sending you messages and signs. I want one more card for you all. Aww, I love this. It says, trust that your love life is being divinely guided and protected. Your angels know exactly how much information you can handle right now. Spirit's got something in the works for you. Pile 3. Yeah, it feels like another group got that message as well, but it feels like all hands are on deck essentially, trying to divinely guide your love life. 100%. Okay, pile 3. This was a wild one. I wasn't expecting it. I'm sure you weren't either. Best of luck to you in this situation. I hope this reading provided you some clarity or reassurance, even if you needed it. Yeah, just wishing you the very best in everything. And if this wasn't your reading, definitely feel free to check out another pile because this was very specific. So it's definitely not going to resonate with everyone. All right, pile 3, take care. I'm not going to do my usual outro because my voice is dead. And I will see you all in my next one. Again, best of luck to you in love and everything else. Take care, pile 3.